Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Àwọn sálára àgbà yìí dá, àwa ló láṣà àti èdè. Gbígbédè lárugẹ nílẹ̀ Oòduà o, àwa gangan ni bàbá.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
They never sabi wetin we carry for her.
But they move closer before they go sabi.
I said they never know wetin we carry for body.
But they move closer before they go sabi.
Ọ̀kín lọ lọ́jà ẹyẹ, ìníhùn ló ló lajú.
Ẹyẹ tó lórí kodò bí àdán ọgbẹ́jẹ lẹ́nu.
Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa, ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè gbódúdú àga.
Odùduwà kò bá lè gbé wa.
Ọmọ Odùduwà ṣègìrì, ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀, ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé délẹ̀ ìlérí, ká wálé gba ògo ilẹ̀ wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé, ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀, àwa ni mọ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri.
Pé ọmọ Odùduwà ni wá.
Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá máa ní.
Kásá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wá kájé gbúgbà yín jẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá máa ní.
À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàsà lárugẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá máa ní.
News and sports ẹ máa rí gbọ́.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá máa ní.
Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀mí ló ní kí n máa ké tantan. Koikimedia ọ̀rọ̀ lágbájúmọ̀ mi o, máa bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ o. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá tata o. À ń gbádùn rẹ, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀mí, ṣẹ́yìn lọ máa fi dìbò tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa ń dé máa dé, ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀ o. Igbó máa wọ̀ gbájòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ, àjòjì tó bá wọ bẹ́ẹ̀ á tẹ̀lé ní ẹbọra. Ẹ̀yin lọ máa náwó kóyìnbó tó dé, ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o, owó náà dẹ́ tún pọ̀ sí o. Koikimedia ṣàwa ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àdáńtọ́ àtúnpèrègèdè.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àwa là ń gbé tò lárugẹ, jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àtúnjà fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa, fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Ọmọ Oòduà ni wá o, tọkàntọkàn.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Ikú tó ṣe bí lébi òsì, àdìmú bàbá iyọ̀.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
We bring you work closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ o, tó ń kan gíoko lára ni.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àpèrègèdè Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Gbogbo ayé ẹ gbọ́, àwa ní bàbá o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá, ẹ gbé polówó ọjà yín wá o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Odùduwà lágbé dání, òtítọ́ lágbé dání.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
A kì í sọ̀dálẹ̀, a kì í sódì kẹta.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
A dúró tán, a tún pèrègèdè.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Koikimedia, we bring you work closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia is around
To give us latest.
Is around
To give us latest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó kojú gbogbo.
ladies and gentlemen,
Ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó kojú gbogbo.
Koikimedia is around.
To give us latest.
Koikimedia.
Nigeria is a star. Yoruba nation. No going back. 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 What we want. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. No going back. Yoruba nation. No going back. Nigeria is a star. Yoruba nation. No going back. 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 What we want. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. No going back. Yoruba nation. No going back. Nigeria is a star. Yoruba nation. No going back. 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 What we want. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. No going back. Yoruba nation. No going back. Nigeria is a star. Yoruba nation. No going back. 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 What we want. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. No going back. Yoruba nation. No going back. Nigeria is a star. Yoruba nation. No going back. 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 What we want. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. No going back.
gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ tá a jọ ń káàkiri ọ̀dọ́jọ́ ni wá ẹ má jẹ́ kí a fi àyè gba Fúlàní lórí ilẹ̀ àwọn bàbá wa ẹ má jẹ́ ká bú ọba mọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká bú jòyè mọ́ nígbà tá a la fẹ́ jà fún àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa táwa ń kọ́kọ́ ń bú ọba tá à ń bú jòyè èmi náà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ rí bọ́mọ pẹ́rẹ́ àmì padà ẹ má jẹ́ ká bú àgbààgbà kankan mọ́ ẹ má bolóṣèlú kankan ẹ̀rù kálukú ń bẹ̀rù wọn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ọba ò lè sọ ìjòyè lè sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú ẹ má jẹ́ ká bá àwọn bàbá jà mọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ bú wọn mọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ àṣẹ wọn ra wọn ra pẹ̀lú wọn àwọn àgbà tó bá jó lóṣèlú tá a bá fẹ́ kọ́ wọn rẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́ á gbé wọn mọ́ra á gbé wọn mọ́ra ni à ní bú wọn mọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ àṣejẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ má jẹ́ àdàlúrú a lè gba ẹ̀tọ́ wa láì ṣèjẹ̀gbọ́n a lè gba ẹ̀tọ́ wa láì yìnbọn a lè gba ẹ̀tọ́ wa láì dàlúrú gbogbo protest mo ṣe ní ìlú Nàìjíríà mi ò rí ibi tí mo ti ẹnìkan lè sọ pé mo pààyàn tàbí mo jó nǹkan náà tàbí mo bà nǹkan jẹ́ mo lọ písù torí pé olówó lèmi náà tí ò bá sólówó lára ń dì mọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó lọ́n fún yẹn lọ́lọ́run fún mi mi ṣe tálákà tó dé pé mo dìde fún jà Yorùbá big man ni mi àwọn tó jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó súnmọ́ mi tó ní owó ní kí ni mo wá lọ bẹ̀ pé sọ́wọ́ lè mi mò ń fẹ́ ni kí n sọ yìí tí mo fẹ́ mo ní ìsọ̀rọ̀ owó àní ọ̀rọ̀ ìran mi ni mò ń sọ kí n wọ gbowó kí n gbéra kí n pé mọ̀ ń lọ ọ̀dọ̀ ọba gbowó mọ̀ ń lọ ọ̀dọ̀ oníbodè òfin gbowó kí n kójó wọlé kọ́kàn mi balẹ̀ kí n dá wa mọ́tò kí n mọ̀ rìn bọ̀ kí Fúlàní mọ̀ dá mi dúró títì kí n délé kí bàbá sọ pé kí n gbé tírélà sùn kí n mọ̀ gbé lọ àwọn bàbá wo lè lóko mọ́ wọn ò lè lóńdò ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká ti àwọn bàbá wa lẹ́yìn ká dá security ti wa lẹ̀ ká sọ fún wọn kí wọ́n bá wa fọwọ́ tì í ká lé wọn kó nu oko wa ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ Jésù Olúwa wa.
Nigeria is a star. Yoruba nation. No going back. 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 What do we want? Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. No going back. Yoruba nation. No going back. Nigeria is a star. Yoruba nation. No going back. Yoruba nation. No going back. Yoruba nation.
Wow, it's a fantastic outing, and I'm sure quite a lot of people will be asking if it was real. Mo dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri mo kí wa pé a káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa èyí ní 17th of October 2024, and we are still on the journey of Yoruba nation. We don't have a country yet, but we are working towards having one, and it will happen in our lifetime. A very good evening and welcome to Koiki Media Live. It is the Thursday edition, and it is going to be our full 3 hours broadcast. There will be a lot of phoning because we'll get as many of us to know and hear from you, which is the reason why we are live this evening. Many people want to have something to say, but I'm going to come back because they say family come first. I'm sure you know that. So let's go for this short break, then I'll come back again so that I can pick up the call that is coming through. My name is Koiki. Share the program, invite your friends. I can cite you, Triple DRS, Additional, Adams. We haven't been live on the Instagram for some time. I can tell you we're now on Instagram. Go and share the program, and I'll come back in a minute. Yava.
Nigeria is a star. Yoruba nation. No going back. 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 What do we want? Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. No going back. Yoruba nation. No going back.
Imagine that all the rally T Oloye Shenile, nobody was killed apart from the one that was killed by the Nigerian security. The rally that we held in UK, even a lot of people are now saying we must not stop. Mo kí wa lórúkọ tí bàbá àti tọmọ mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. I know a lot of you are waiting for broadcasts from all our medias, and we are grateful to have a very strong Yoruba media that are prepared to work tirelessly. I'm going to speak in English and Yoruba, so please do not tell me not to speak in English. There's a lot of our medias that are now have to be on their toes, on Shishe back to back. I've not been able to catch up with them because I am still with my principal, Dr. Chief Sunday Igboho, as you know, is still around with me. And we're having a great time and also engaging. Many of you want to know a lot of things, but not everything you will know. That, let us put that at the back of our mind. So we must remain focused. there are going to be millions of people that will come out and say all kind of things, especially with this movement. But we must not lose focus, and we must remain strong in mind and in body. Nígbà táwọn bàbá Oluwole náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò wọn, there was not this kind of discussion to bring the people up to date. They were traveling to UK, they were having meetings, and they will have to come back home and report back to their people. Wait, bye, ni wọ́n lọ sọ ní UK. Bye, ni wọ́n sọ ní bíbá. Bye. And they'll probably then, tell us then that we are going to get our independence. I'm sure you all know that. Because during the time of negotiation for independence of Nigeria, they were not ghosts. They were human beings that were doing the negotiation. And as Professor Banji Akintoye, the leader of the Yoruba self-determination, have said, that this Yoruba struggle will come without a bloodshed. It will come with a lot of engagement with the international community so that they can understand our plight and the reason why we want to exit Nigeria peacefully. Number one, we have not done anything criminal to warrant all attacks from the federal government. But what the federal government wants to do is to crush everybody's mind. So they have now come out with their own bulldogs, their propaganda media, their media that is worth tissue paper, like the one in my toilet, to try to make sure that they can put what we call a destruct mind and tell us, oh, in Sheni UK, it doesn't have any weight. Imagine key Bugunti federal government in Sonya. The federal government is talking nonsense because when they were negotiating Nigeria, I'm sure we have people as at the time that will do the same thing. So, okay? There is now what they call propaganda machine out there. But we have the media to tackle it. We have the Yoruba world media that are working now tirelessly, including all the independent media. So am I can confirm this false narrative? Like I always say, it doesn't matter what anybody say. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, we should read this. Take us back to April 17, and I'll read all the letter we sent to Tinubu. We know that Tinubu is working against the Yoruba people. There's no doubt about it. So I'm Yoruba tó wà lábẹ́ Tinubu tó ń pariwo tó ń sunkún ẹkún ẹlẹ́yà ló ń sun ẹ ní láti dá wọn lóhùn. Well, I'm not here to respond or counterattack any one of them. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá lè mú wá bá sọ̀rọ̀. Even if we are 10, we have every right to negotiate our way out of Nigeria. Tó bá àwọn 30 million, 40 million Yoruba people to say they want Nigeria. We have proven to those that are joining us together that there is no reason for us to be together anymore. That is the first thing. Then we can go back home after we have negotiated our way out of this contraction and then start having dialogue with ourselves, Yoruba people. We can then decide our government. We can decide how we want to run it. The politician will not be able to do anything. They can sit down in Lagos, in Ogun State, in Kwara, in Koiki, in Osun State, and tell us to bugger off. They don't own the land. Nígbà tásìkò bá tó, the real owner will chase them out. Some of them will have to run out of the country anyway, when that time gets closer. But what we are doing is not that the UK will give us a country. UK doesn't give anybody a country. UK is one country that created a country. So they are not going to let you have another country out of the country that they created. Our Lamawa decide that we want to exit that contraction, that nonsense and jagbajantis country that they created on our behalf. How can we even be stupid Yoruba people, which we are not, and allow the creation of Nigeria to still remain when we should be talking about the de-amalgamation of Nigeria? But Yoruba do not understand these. And this is the reason why we are explaining to them that, look, if you like, try to form a policy to save Nigeria. If you like, try to negotiate to make Nigeria work. Nigeria, like Emola yesterday when I was in Wales, says, Baba Ajala says that Nigeria is a dead country and the people are still managing a dead country when we should go and bury it. That is the work we should be doing. Oh, no, don't bury Nigeria yet. Let's go and do election. And when you do election, they will come back and say, if you find any food anywhere, just grab it. There is not going to be anything that is going to work. So, brother Miaziz, I must appreciate you. I must appreciate everybody. Nobody is bigger than anybody in this movement. But we are all well appreciated. And I can tell you that the work has not ended. There are many enemies that wants to pull the structure of a Yoruba country down. Many of them are Yorubas. They are not our enemies, but they want to pull it down because, they're just thinking that we are talking about how our life will be well identified around the world. Let me say good evening. Moki Olorieko, like I said, you are a mother that we love. You have welcomed us into Manchester. I'm still in Manchester. Yes, I'm still in Manchester. I'm not back in London yet. Because, Moki Kentos Abebi. Kentos is the one to the left. I was at the shop today. I had a very nice haircut. So, Tebawan in Manchester. Tefiwa biteti ma gerun. Tema shirun. Ebi mo pe nínú shop kan wà. Èèyàn lè wọnú ẹ̀ tí èèyàn máa feel at home. Ẹ lọ sí Kentos. I want to bring image up. I hope my network is very good because the network in Manchester is great. So if my network is good, please do let me know. I think I took a picture. I'll be walking around and then bring the picture of Kento's shop. I want you in Manchester, láti lọ bá wa participate, láti bá wa lọ sí shop Kento's. Gbogbo ọjà tó ń tà níbẹ̀, kẹ́ bá wa rà. Kódà wọ́n Chicago lọ sí Nigeria, wọ́n dẹ̀ Chicago wá sí bíbá. So that we can have many of you to, go there. Ẹ bá àkọ́kọ́ pín program, share the program because if we sit here, you're not sharing the program, it doesn't help us. So Nigeria is a dead country, but we will bury it very soon. How soon? Like my brother Shegun, Objective was asking me, oh Koiki, when are you going to bury Nigeria? We're going to bury Nigeria, at the appropriate time. Look, I thought I'd take a picture with my phone, but I can find Kento's. I want to give you the postcode. Àwọn business táwa lè polongo lè tá mọ̀ pé kò sí nǹkan kan ju pé is a beautiful place. Okay, I think I have image of Kento's here. So, tẹ́ bá ń wá ilé iṣẹ́ tí ẹ ti lè ṣe kíni tẹ́ fi bá dòwò pọ̀. Bí ẹni kankan tẹ́ fi bá wọn ṣe ẹ pè wọ́n wá sọ gbogbo ọ̀nà tí ẹ máa fi ṣe. I was there today. I had a haircut. Do I look very good? London boy. London yìí dùn gan. But afẹ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá tó dùn ju London lọ. I've lived here for too long now, and it is time to return back home where it is called Yoruba land. There is nothing called Nigeria. And again, those of you that always say, come back home. No, we're not coming back any home. We're coming back to our land. Our land belongs to us. So that's Kento's. Screenshot it. She's based here in Manchester. Kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́, Indomie, iṣu, ẹ̀wà, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, búrẹ́dì. Kódà wọ́n ta ẹmu, wọ́n ta gbogbo àwọn agote, àwọn ẹni Celestial Church. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. No problem with the broadcast. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Triple DRS. I got all your pictures. Everybody's picture is now on the social media. Don't be scared about the federal government. The federal government cannot do anything. But Nigeria is dead. We're going to bury it. Don't get scared about the DSS. The Yoruba land security will protect us when we pull out of Nigeria, and it's going to pull out, whether they like it or not. So, Moki Bubuwa Lenkonsi. So that is a Kento's, shop there. Please let us patronize her. Motik Bewale Obifon, I catch up with her. Walata Olori Ebini, is the one that manages things from behind the scene. So when on the day, Wale was watching to make sure that, anything that wanted to go wrong there, it was right on the doorstep. Easy flew in purposely because he wanted to be shoulder to shoulder with myself and Walata. So I had my own security, and God was also our security. So that is Kento's. I've had my hair cut there, look very good. She has looked after me, and I'm also looking after her. I will continue to promote Kento's and any other, legitimate businesses in the UK. That is what we do before anyway. So it's just that I can't promote any business in Nigeria until I'm able to verify, because there is a lot of issue when it comes to promoting business in Nigeria. So that is about it. Let's come out of that. Now, Boki Bubua, I know a lot of you have a lot of things to say. Koiki, look, what is going on? There's attack there, there's attack there. I can tell you that there's a lot of people that are calling us that I cannot disclose for confidential purposes. That is number one. But since Saturday till today, there has been many people that are now saying, okay, maybe it is time for discussion, or maybe it is not time yet. But nobody under the leadership of this man called Akintoye will compromise this movement. In the past, people will say, abandon. Let me first tell us that Akintoye is not ready to compromise and is not ready to be paid off so that we can derail this movement. That mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ mú yẹn dání sọ́kàn. Tẹ́nì kankan bá sọ fún yín pé mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí MixLR and the rest of you that have joined us. I'm live on the MixLR. I'm live on the Twitter space, I guess, and I believe people will join us. I guess if all goes well on that platform. I'm not sure whether even I'm on there because that one keeps going in and out. Let's try again. Maybe I should use another phone. So what I'm trying to explain to us is that there is no amount of us that are working hard that is ready to sell this movement. Don't listen to Igbo people that will say, Yoruba nyemri, nyemri, nyama, 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 nyama. We have done something that many people wants to do. But I would not want to sit here and knock them off. But we have seen a lot of them that are talking. They are always bitter when it comes to Yoruba people. They forgot that the Yoruba people are the most highly intelligent people. Tabapeja, our man prepared from where you will not even expect it. So when those that are, and I'm not talking about the Simon Ekpa, because look, me and Simon Ekpa, a lot of you always say, Koiki, look, leave Simon Ekpa alone. Let them look. I can't leave Simon Ekpa alone because, they have something that we have. We have something that they have as well. And we are still brothers, in the movement. So they want Biafra country, let them have it. We have some of their people that are abusing Oloye Gbowo. They will say, Oloye is collect money. Those ones are bomb bastard. Oloye like that word so much. They, bomb bastard. So, and I'm trying to be careful because, we haven't been on Instagram for a while, so I'm going to be very cautious with my utterances this evening because I want to keep the Instagram for a while. Look, this is myself with Simon. We communicate. There's something that I put to him now that is working on my behalf because a lot of things is happening, on the other side. So we don't go into all the details. But there are some Biafrans that doesn't understand how the game works. They will attack Igbowo. There are Igbo to attack Igbowo. They are just wondering that how did this man, where they say he don't know book, how did Igbowo that no book end up at number 10 Downing Street? So we have a lot of different people that are like, their feeling is like, how? That's impossible, what is in the content of the letter? I don't know what is in the content of the letter. So, but one thing is, nobody can sell Yoruba people like they've done in the past. And the people that have sold us in the past. Tinubu sold us in the past. Even MK Abiola sold us in the past. Many of them like that. So, and if you're expecting those that are not to be expected to come and be telling you we should dissolve Nigeria, we should amalgamate Nigeria, they're not going to do that. They're criminals. Yeah. So, if any Igbo abuse Yoruba people, those ones are the Afonjas on the other side of the Biafra. They are not the true Biafrans. We will just pop up. They're very bitter people, right? But for me, like I said, we will remain focused because Simon Ekpa has a job to deliver. And my job is to make sure that we give him all the support necessary to deliver the message, to save his people. and just like Igbo as well. The Arewa are now like, what did they happen? I've been reading a lot of the Arewa news, even though it's in Hausa. I don't understand Hausa, but they've also been reacting. And it's good to see that everybody's reacting. I saw Aisha Yusuf, that bomb bastard woman, Toriokwe, that knew that Peter Obi came to London to come and talk to Nigerians or the Europeans when the election was coming. Is now asking, why did Igbo, he can't even pronounce Igbo very well. Why did Igbo run to or go to Downing Street? How many people remember when Peter Obi came to London? The same black dog. I told you the importance of that black dog. That black dog, where Igbo take picture, history will remember him for the rest of his life. Even Tinubu never take picture in front of that black dog. That is what we've done. And I'm grateful to Baba Akintoye for putting it together. Igbo, Afenifere. So everybody's shocked. Their BP has gone up. But our Yoruba nation, don't let anybody take your BP up. Our mama BP was okay. I told you that there are so many ways to fight. One of them is the media. And they know that we own the media. That's why they say the British High Commissioner, I don't know what the British High Commissioner wants to. The British High Commissioner say they've overhyped it. It's just a normal letter. Normal letter. Shape into Prime Minister is of money. Anyway, I want to open the phone line. And I want you to come and talk to me and tell us your own reaction. Because everybody wants something to say. My job is to keep the fire burning. And we love all your messages, but you're not giving me money. You know me, so I've asked them to give me my new OP account. Koiki, thank you so much. You have not delivered the job yet, but I'm so Mokibu Ashake TV show. Emi ati Baba, we're busy today. I promise that you will have a conversation with him, but I can assure you that you will have that a video call. I will give you a video call to have conversation with Igbo, God's willing, tomorrow. Emma Binu, we couldn't have it today because Chief was busy throughout today. So let's come back to the program. Your question, you can put it out there. I've got my TV here. And let me say thank you so much. You know, it's like I've been given, like a 5-star deluxe, enjoyment by Kentos and the husband and the friends, Uncle Tito. Thank you so much. You've been driving us, back and forth. A lot of people have left a lot of what they were doing just to make sure that we are comfortable. Moki Iyawoloye Gbowo, a woman that we must love and a woman that remain strong in body and mind. Moki Iyawa Taiwo Lijadu, I can tell you that she's still in London. She's doing some work on the ground behind the scene. You know that our own is a different. Let me see if I can pull a picture up if I can. Mrs. Taiwo, Taiwo Lijadu, she's a very strong woman. And I've been having a lot of discussion with her. She has done a lot of signing of books. I believe an autograph of her book in the last 24 hours. She's still in London. She has done a lot of interviews because she's a celebrity in the music industry. How many people remember them, the Lijadu sister? Some of you don't even know them. These are people that have been fighting for humanity since 1967. She's 76 years old. So you were born yesterday, can't they tell us in Nigeria go better? You better reverse that nonsense in Nigeria go better. So let me first give us a bit of who she is, because the Jadu are twins and they wanted a better society. But nobody was going to give anybody a better society in that contraction known as Nigeria. I have tons and tons of pictures. So I want to pick the one, grandma, but when they were beautiful, go pictures into Walori, what they posted. You know, I've been looking at many pictures. I'm like, wow, all these mama, they're like sweet 16. I'm just enjoying all the pictures. And most of those pictures are now, grandma, mama, big back. Mama no go die unless over the mama. Baba wa náà mo kí gbogbo yín. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti gba aṣọ yín for one reason or the other, be rest assured that ẹ máa ráṣọ yẹn gbà, ẹ má bínú sí wa. Gbogbo apáta ni a máa ráṣọ gbà. Ọ máa post it, ẹ kọ́ post sí wa. So apologies if we told you that you will pick it up, you know, for reasons known, you couldn't get it. You know, some of you came without a jacket and were cold all the way through. Ojopa gbogbo wa, and a lot of things happened. You know, the bus calculation was also, I've been fighting the bus company, you know, since Monday. But like I said, the committee will review a lot of things. But one thing is, we shut down Regent Street. So anytime, see what happens, I will shut down Regent Street. Yoruba. I think there's a call that wants to come through quickly. Let's, you know, bring that call to speed. But I know it's Bishop on the line. Bishop, I call hold on for Anibe. Mufi play our Lijadu sister because not everybody even know them, so that we can just say and appreciate it. I'm going to call you back, Bishop, in just about a few minutes. I can clear the Lijadu sister. Let's get the Lijadu sister. She's done a lot of interview with a lot of media in the country here in UK. And everything she has done so far, Yoruba Nation has been the forefront of the discussion. So that is good. So they can no longer say, go Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation, okay? So don't let anybody fool us to say, go Yoruba Nation, Koiki kilo nshele, cheti gbowo ni. You know, I don't, maybe on what they feedback. See, we're going man pariwo. I'm trying to find, I have a picture of her somewhere. I know, you know, we are still working on most of those pictures, and beautiful, beautiful pictures of every one of you. So we're going to bring our picture up, and then we're going to play one of our music. Like I said, she's 76 years old. She flew in from New York just to make it for the dinner and the rally. And that is the dedication of the Yoruba people. From Newcastle to Leicester, people travel around different parts. You know, Alhaji Nuru just left yesterday back to US. Prophet Oluwole, wow, you're a fantastic warrior. You know, that man, I don't know what thing I will give you. Lots and lots of you have done fantastic, and we're grateful to have. Okay, I think this is the Lijado sister. I think that's her there. No. Yami Comfort Ologunja Lele, another beautiful mother. Tito and the twins, you know. I know if it be Bejo. When grandma is fine or more. We're going to look pretty. Even while after my mom. Many pictures, picture Yapa. I've not even finished, you know, editing the pictures. Grandma, Koiki. This is for you. I'm very grateful. All right, let's play the music and then I'll come back to deal with that. Let's listen to one of the Lijado sisters' track. This is a Come Home, I believe is the title of this one. Let's see what it's all about. This is about 15 years ago when this was posted by Bright Tata on YouTube. 15 years ago. Listen to this. I do not own the copyright because these are copyright music, and I do not own the copyright to it. But these are the Lijado sisters. One of them died some few years back. Kende died. Taiwo is the one that was with us in the rally. And Taiwo, hello, White Lion, can I still get a cloth, please? Yes, Ashoshiwa. So, you know, she problem. I'm going to mute my mic. Listen to this.
here. We have always had our home. Together, we are known and called the Lijadu Sisters. Together, well, unprofessionally, 53 years from age 10, and professionally since 1968.
That's 43 years ago.
We sing
together.
We sing whether we have performances, live performances, or we have radio. Otherwise, we sing together every day. It's a natural thing.
If I'm in the kitchen singing a song and I'm walking towards the bathroom, I hear her singing exactly the same thing. And she starts telling me exactly what's been on my list, what's been on my mind, and I say, get it live now. Please, Taiwo. Please, Taiwo, get it live.
Well, you're my life.
I know.
We bring each other balance.
And our children bring us balance.
And they bring
all
us
of them.
Joy. Before we moved in here, we have always had our home look like this. We're used to living like this with our mom. There is a song we wrote for her years ago. There are songs we had written for her. Reincarnation. That is on Sunshine. It says, the sun will shine on me someday. The clouds will break tomorrow. I've put a step forward. No more fears, no more tears. Oh, clap your hands, stamp your feet, clap your hands, brother, stamp your feet. Be happy, for the Lord is here, here to shine the sun on us. Hallelujah, sunshine. And you will see Mr. Sunshine. Mr. Sunshine.
Have you seen Mr.
Sir?
Sunshine over there? You see him? That's Mr. Sunshine.
You see Mr. Sunshine?
Do you see him now? Our late grandmother, Petana, she used to play the
piano. Our mom played the mouth organ. Our dad played the piano. You know, we come from a musical background.
They sing.
And
functions.
And they are poets.
Sang in church. So when you grow up in that kind of environment, it's bound to rub off on you.
Just being twins, being identical twins, and being pranksters. Oh, my. People loved us. Whatever we do as singers, we have to think of what we will say that will comfort people's hearts, that will gladden people's hearts,
and give hope,
that will make people laugh. I saw a child today, he was dying on the streets. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Oh, hear me crying. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that is, the Lejado sister that flew in all the way from New York. Imagine these are mothers that have been fighting for humanity. So many Yoruba people, meaning in freedom, for 37 years, they were put on exile by this shit old country, then Queen Nigeria. And I'm grateful that she was able to witness Saturday. Many of you don't know the meaning of what happened on Saturday to some people. The Lijado sister, that is her with my mom at the background there. They have been waiting for such a day like this for more than 40 years. So Tebaro Kweboya, it was just an ordinary rally from BBC all the way. No. It was more than that. To some people, like the Lijado sisters. And I'm so grateful that she was able to make it, to witness something that her sister could not witness. So it pains people like us. Tabawari Amo Yoruba, Toshe Bilana. She's 76 years old. And she has lived half of her life in America just because she wanted freedom for her people that Nigeria refused to give her. They are Fela's cousin, the same Fela Nicola Pokuti that died. So many Yoruba people living, you think you are more than educated or you are more than able to understand that Nigeria will work. When these mothers were put on exile by the same government, I'm not talking about the present government, but the present current structure of Nigeria, nítorí pé wọ́n béèrè fún freedom for their people. So I laugh when people sit there and attack somebody like me. You can see why I can take all your criticism, your bullets, everything. Because we have strong mother like her that kept saying to me, we will win this battle. And I will not go into all many details that she has done because they're confidential. But one thing I can tell us is that this battle, this fight, will come to an end more than sooner than we expect. Because these are mothers, plus many of them like that have sacrificed so that the Yoruba people can be free. So the battle did not start today. They were just waiting for the right man, the right person to take the lead. So Igboho popping up was not strange to them. They knew that something was coming from the spiritual realm. I'm not talking from the, I'm talking now from the spiritual realm. Àwọn ilé tí mo ń bọ̀. Àwọn ìyá yìí, àwọn tí rí pé something will come. Just like many of you will be told all kind of things, but it might not happen immediately. 40 years làwọn ìyá yìí tí ń dúró de irú ọjọ́ báyìí. But what we had was many Yoruba people that wanted to compromise the Yoruba life. Your governors, your politicians, your allies, they wanted to build big, big houses, buy big, big cars, make life miserable for millions of Yoruba people. These people were then waiting for the right person. So Mokiyami, Yadada, Taiwo, Lijade, you are a true warrior. And I'll leave it like that for now. You think that I am the only one that is ready to fight this battle. There are thousands of mothers that are ready to go to the battlefield when the time comes. She is one of them, I can tell you. I'll leave it like that. We are fighting a spiritual battle with people that want to take the Yoruba down. And we are ready to sacrifice everything so that you can be free. Not everybody wants to sacrifice. Some of you are looking for money, wealth, fame. We are not looking for that. We are ready to sacrifice so that the next generation will not go through looking for documents to live in the UK. so that you will not have to beg before you can. I mean, you give somebody peanuts. I was having a conversation with Akintoye, and he said to me, have anybody begged you for 1,000 naira in Nigeria? I said, they've even begged me for 500 naira. Where we have the resources to make you rich up to 500 million. So I pity Yoruba man and woman that are out there trying to derail or bring what will leverage us with the West down. It's unbelievable. Once again, Mukiami, the Jadu system. Let's put the call back to Bishop and then we'll start taking our calls. Because exactly 1 hour into the program, I want to use the rest of the half an hour as well. Muki Bubualen Konsi. And I say good evening. The number to the studio is the one at the bottom, which is the +44 74 0440 5917. Let's go to the first caller, Bishop Adesina on the line. Go ahead. How are you?
Koiki, yeah. Monkey, Bobo, I want the rally. Up and down, okay, push that water. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí à ń lépa á tẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́ ní àṣẹ Elédùmarè. Àmín. Mo wo kíní Bejado sister yẹn tẹ play yẹn. Ó mú mi rántí mọ́mì mi. Mo rò pé my mom for àwọn orin yẹn náà kọ lẹ́yìn wọn yẹn. Àwọn ìyá máa yìí lọ, bàbá máa yìí lọ, gidi kan bẹ́ẹ̀. So ó ti pẹ́ tí Nàìjíríà ti ń fi gbígbógun ti ìran Yorùbá. And then àwọn tí sọ̀rọ̀ kátàkátà tí ohun tí Chief Igboho àwọn nǹkan tí Chief Igboho gbogbo àtàgbé dání. I'm not surprised about àwọn tí kì í ṣe Yorùbá. I'm just surprised about àwọn tó jẹ́ ìtọ́ka àtàwọn yẹn. Irú bọ̀bọ̀ tí ó tó bèrè question nínú interview tẹ́ ṣe ọ̀sán yìí. Bọ̀bọ̀ tó ní kí Igboho wá ní London ṣe bó yẹ kó wà nínú igbó kó máa lọ. It's not calling program. Mo fẹ́ bèrè pé ṣé bàbá ńlá kú bàbá ẹ̀ ló employ Chief Igboho kó sínú igbó tó san salary fún. I don't know. And these are said to be the youth. The youth kẹ́ni mọ̀ pé àwọn most of these youth iye wọ́n ti ra. Nàìjíríà ti ra wọ́n níyè. Nàìjíríà ti ra wọ́n níyè. They don't even know the right. They are not thinking rightly, and they don't even know the right people to channel their problem or who is the cause of the problem. Asking such a silly question, you would have known it's a fish brain. The fish brain somebody. Ṣé nìkan ló gba Igboho sí iṣẹ́ ni tó ní pé he's supposed to pé ọkú bàbá ẹ̀ kó lọ sínú igbó. So these are things that we are battling with at home. People that their man cannot this project. These are the that we are battling with at home. And but my own encouragement for Yoruba ni pé ibi táwa ń lọ òun làwa pọ̀jù mọ́ a dẹ̀ máa ṣàṣeyọrí níbẹ̀. It doesn't need propaganda from the politicians and gbogbo àwọn politicians yẹn pátápátá wọn ò ní bá wa délẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo wọn máa parẹ́ ká tó balẹ̀ Yorùbá. Bá ṣe gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo àwọn politician àti tó fi ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ̀ tó sá lọ sábúrọ̀d o àti anywhere tí tó bá rúgbó tán gbogbo ibikíbi tó bá wà tá a bá gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn ò ní bá wa gbé níbẹ̀ ilẹ̀ máa gba ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn ilẹ̀ máa gbé wọn mì. Nítorí ẹ̀ gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe last lap wọn náà jẹ yẹn. So we just need to be focused and follow the direction and the instruction they are giving to us. Gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe sọ, a ní èrò púpọ̀. Kì í ṣe èrò náà fi ń gbàlù, èrò kan ló máa ń gbàlù. It is set of discipline and instructed people. Àwọn ló máa ń gbàlù. Iléeṣẹ́ dẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa, Ọlọ́run á fún wa ṣe. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was the first caller, and the line is now open. Mokibogu Alen can say the number to call. Thank you so much, my brother. Ibomi, a very strong one, Rugi Giant. Mokiba Bawa, Olayemi, and many of you. Dizzy Man 123, Triple DRS. I'm going to be showing the background of our pictures that we took on Saturday, and there's still a lot to do. It's 10 minutes past 10 p.m. The line is now officially open in case you also want to have. I said I was going to talk about Tinubu's letter. So maybe I should deal with that before we open the phone line, and let me go into that letter. Just a reminder that we sent a letter to Tinubu, the president, in April, and our expectation was that he would engage us. But since he refused to engage us, we have taken the letter to the next stage. And that stage does not mean that they will give us a country, but it is just the normal process that is meant to be done, and exactly what we have done. More letters will still be sent out, but the first thing we need to remind ourselves is that self-determination is an inalienable right. So thank you so much to Bishop Adesina. And again, Bishop Adesina, while he was far away, he would have been with us in London on the 12th, decided to put together, I want to watch his salute here. These are Bishop Adesina that put it together, and we're grateful that we had that on the day of the rally. I spoke to somebody that was in the hospital, wanted to be there, but for whatever reason, they couldn't make it down there. So, but like I said, there was to be more time. I'm just going to quickly go through that letter so that we can read that letter, and then we can remind ourselves that this was what we sent to Tinubu, that he refused to reply us back. Whether he replied today or not, the movement continue, and we must remain extremely focused. So let's bring that in quickly, and let's take this out of the picture. Okay, I can move this one right here. So let's bring the wood down there. So the same kind of letter that many of you did not know that we, this letter that we sent to Tinubu was a letter that the Yoruba people wants to leave Nigeria. But we know that they're not going to listen. There are many people that are watching me now. What they want to pick is, what was the content of the letter? They're bomb bastard. They want to know what was the content of the letter to Tinubu. Should that be your problem, or are we going to start discussing our exit out of this contraction? But shout out to every one of you on Twitter Space and the rest of the place that you're watching me from. So now, let me read this letter quickly. It might take a bit of time, but let's read it through. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of Nigeria, President Office, Aso Rock, Abuja, Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria, April 17, 2024. Your Excellency, we Yoruba self-determination movement, leading the Yoruba self-determination struggle for the Yoruba sovereign state separate from Nigeria, have the honor to send to Your Excellency this important letter on behalf of many millions of Yoruba people at home in Yoruba land, in Nigeria, and in the Yoruba diaspora in almost all countries across the world. We send this letter most respectfully to Your Excellency as a follow-up to our earlier letter dated August 6, 2022, which we delivered to your predecessor, President Muhammadu Buhari, in his exalted position then as President of Nigeria. The central message of our earlier letter to President Buhari was that we Yoruba people of the southwest part of Nigeria, consisting of the Yoruba people of Ekiti State, Lagos State, Ogun State, Ondo State, Osun State, Oyo State, and the Yoruba local government areas of Kogi State and Kwara State, and the Shekiri homeland of Delta State, altogether amounting to an estimated total population of 60 million, desire to exercise and assert our self-determination as an indigenous nation, and therefore to constitute our own homeland in Nigeria into a Yoruba sovereign state, separate from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The second most important message in our said letter of August 6, 2022, to your predecessor, President Buhari, was our humble request that the government of Nigeria should authorize and facilitate peaceful and orderly negotiation with us, Yoruba nation, with a view of reaching with us a mutually agreed and peaceful route for our separation from Nigeria. We wrote then as follows, in conclusion, along the lines of our peaceful approach and respect for the government and the laws of Nigeria. We hereby express our wish to engage in negotiation with the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria with a view of reaching a mutually agreed nation of the Yoruba sovereign nation state as expeditiously as possible. For this purpose, we hereby propose as follows, that the Nigerian government shall within the next 2 months, but not later than October 1st, 2022, inform us that they have graciously agreed to our proposal for negotiation and that they have set up a negotiation team that will meet and dialogue with our Yoruba nation's representatives. That as soon as we receive the communication from the Nigerian government in response to this request of ours for negotiation, we shall forward the list of our negotiation delegates to the Nigerian government. That the Nigerian government negotiation team and our negotiation team shall meet to appoint co-chairpersons to agree on a date for the first negotiation meeting. The negotiation meeting procedure and the negotiation venue, that ECOWAS, the African Union, and the United Nations shall be invited to send observers to negotiation meeting. This letter was sent, and just for the benefit of those that are probably thinking this was the letter we sent to the Prime Minister, no. This was the letter that we sent to President Bola Tinubu April 17 this year, 2024. To our grave disappointment, Your Excellency, President Buhari and the Nigerian federal government have never favored our Yoruba nation with any response or even an acknowledgement. So you can, I'm just going to that. So when people are now saying, oh, Koiki, why would Igboho take a letter to number 10 Downing Street? Why would you do that? Why not bring it to Nigeria's National Senate? Why not do this? Why not do that? Maybe some of you did not realize that we did that in 2022 when Buhari, the Fulani terrorist president, was there with Yemi Osibajo, that never was a Yoruba man, but always where Awolowo was at, another bomb bastard. So when some of you are now saying that, oh, why must Igboho take the letter to Downing Street? The question you should ask yourself is, why did Buhari not respond to our first official letter? But the same Buhari could travel to United Nations and request the United Nations members to allow Palestinians to exit and become an independent country, when we, under his nose, asking and demanding that we sit together, under a cordial relationship that will not create any problem within the country, because we are peace and good loving people. So when some of you probably just start writing rubbish, because some of you can't phantom and think straight. Your brain is been used to fry akara. So Buhari saw the letter, probably left it somewhere. Okay, maybe Buhari is a Fulani man, he's not interested. But the same updated letter was then sent to Tinubu in April this year. So why is this Tinubu's government now thinking, oh, Koiki and Igboho and Akintoye and the rest of you, you have taken letter of petition, whatever they're calling themselves, to the British government in the UK. If Tinubu knew that he does not want us to take anything to Britain, he could have responded. He could have said, okay, in any part of the world, people don't want to be together. It's not by force. You can't force people to live together. It will just create a lot of problems. Maybe this problem were never there before. But now that we can feel the problem, we need to sit down in a dialogue. And don't listen to anybody, especially those that will say, oh, no, you can't do this without war. Yes, I know that. But does that mean that we should now hold our hands as a learned Yoruba people? I'm talking about people that are sitting there now and watching and listening and taking every details of my discussion. And they know that Koiki, we know that you always want to fight war, but you also will love to sit down and have dialogue, because that is the best option. But if Tinubu and his government, like Buhari did, then throw away our discussion, as we said in 2022 and in 2024, and now they are pushing, the agenda that, oh, you can't take any letter. And we have many, people that are stupid. I want only one way, one in Lakai. More people only one in Lakai. One realize one in Lakai. The ones of one is say, why leave Nigeria? Can you hear yourself? Oh, why travel out of Nigeria and go and drop a letter to number 10 Downing Street? Don't you know that we are a sovereign nation? Who told you you're a sovereign nation? Okay, let's even assume that you're a sovereign nation. But that is the country that joined us together in this fraudulent amalgamation that needs to now be de-amalgamated. But the problem is many Nigerians don't want Nigeria to break. But your life have been very miserable. You will never, and I can tell you that you will never enjoy the life I've enjoyed here for 25 years until you die. Hey, never enjoy it. Even with all your money, Dele Momodu cannot travel peacefully within Yoruba land. He needs a security. I don't need a security. If I want to go to London back now, I can still get the last train. And if I can't get a train, I will get a coach. If I can't get a coach, I will tell Kento's husband to give me his car. I will do a one-day insurance on it and I'll drive back to London. I dare Dele Momodu to drive himself from Lagos back to Ile-Ife. I challenge him to do so. Nobody inside the vehicle. I will do the same thing for Manchester. E-money will never travel on his own. I bet my life with that. So what kind of life is that? Why are you all living in denial? Fake people. Fake. You want to save Nigeria for what? You want to save Nigeria for who? Don't you know that your Nigeria that you're saving, you are helping Britain to continue to tell you to go and apply for visa before you can come to this country? While the British citizen Aziz flew to London with an American passport. I saw he gave me his passport. As soon as Aziz arrived in London, he said, Koiki, Omo, my passport, mi dani. Baba mi tọ́jú ẹ̀. You understand? That is the importance of a country. You take your Nigerian passport now, it's as useless as tissue paper. But we still need it. Some of us, I still need my Nigerian passport because I need it because it is the only document that we can use to engage the British system that we are living here. For those of us that have another passport, you're lucky. Not everybody has a British passport, but you have indefinite mean doesn't mean that you have a British passport. Those are immigration rules. So I pity a lot of Nigerians that wants to save something that is dead. Nigeria died long time ago. It is not Tinubu that killed Nigeria, but Nigeria is a dead country. So let me continue. So what I'm reading right now is just a letter that we sent to Tinubu at the beginning of this year. We are now in October. So imagine if this Tinubu that his brain is like akara, because I think that Tinubu's brain is not like akara. And I pray he survived his illness as he's taking medical treatment in Paris. They couldn't sort the problem out in London. They flew him out of London to Paris. And we hope that he will get fit quickly so that he can witness Nigeria breakup. Some people don't like the word breakup. They say, stop using that word breakup. Just find something better. Why not say the amalgamation? Baba Ajala doesn't like me to use the word Nigeria should break. So there's nothing breaking in Nigeria. We're just de-amalgamating it. So, and why do you want to save what, a criminal, British Empire did on our life? Why not let us pull it down so that we can go back and deal with ourselves as people? Oh, no, Koiki, no, we don't want that. We don't want that. We are going to force unity on ourselves. Oh, so that you can be abusing Yoruba people on Twitter. Say, look at Ynyani, I can abuse Igbo, I can abuse Hausa. No, let everybody go their separate way. I don't want to live in that kind of system. I want to make sure that the people living in our territory are not criminals. The people living in our territory will respect Yoruba people first. So, Yoruba, the man say, oh, you don't want Yoruba people to have their own country, but you want to go and abuse Igbo people. I want to ask yourself, Ronusha, do you think like we are thinking? Oh, you want to live with the Igbos, but you are the same people that are causing the Igbos that they are this, they are that they are criminals, they are this, they are that. Then let everybody go their separate ways. Koiki, what up? Look, I met an Igbo man today, that said to me, he's married to a Yoruba woman and they've been living together for 25 years and they have children together. That does not mean that we will send that woman back to Oyo State or we will send that man back. Those are immigration issues. What they will do is, it will become nationalized into a Yoruba land, but it will then, I'm talking about the Igbo man now. It will have to nationalize. Many of you got if you are not born in this country, and I'm talking about in Europe or America, like Aziz. Aziz was not somebody that got American passport through national. No, he was born in America. Aziz, the same Aziz. Shout out to my beautiful mother. Ekale gbogbo eyin ten darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ bá fọwọ́ gbé ètò ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bá wa share. Wọ́n bí Aziz American. I was not born here. So now, if I want to apply for the British passport, the British constitution or the British system says, if you are going to want to be a British citizen after you have been given indefinite stay, you cannot apply for British passport if you don't have indefinite stay. So many Yoruba people will not have to struggle to have indefinite stay when we have a Yoruba country. And what to my àjòjì, like the Igbos, the Hausas, the others would then have to apply to live on our soil, just like many of you are applying to travel out of the country. So immigration easy. Immigration ni ó máa deal with many of these, difficult gray area. So let me talk about the brother I met today. He's from the southeast, but he's married to a Yoruba woman, and they've had children. We're not going to send him out of Yoruba land. What we are going to say to him is, look, now that you have married a Yoruba woman, for you to have a Yoruba, right, you would have to become nationalize yourself, he can reject it. Showore doesn't have an American passport. Have you ever asked him why? Because Showore has a reason for that. He doesn't want to be an American citizen, but he has the legal right to live in America, come in and out. The difference between you and Showore is that Showore doesn't need a visa to travel to America. All he needs is his passport and with his green card that allows him to fly out of Nigeria and back to America. But you that doesn't have the same right like Showore, you would then have to go to Eleke Crescent and queue and get an appointment, and it's either you are getting a visa or not. So when we are talking about a Yoruba country, we're talking about to be able to regulate our action. That does not mean that if you got married to anybody within Nigeria as of today, you will be chased out. Walata is a British citizen. He was born here. He doesn't need any nationalization, even by law BC. So automatically, that means that if Walata, a British citizen, married to someone outside is a cycle, the wife can automatically become a Yoruba citizen, but they can also reject it to say, look, because they would have to follow the laws, not just the law, they would have to swear allegiance. So let's look at and I'm going to go back to the letter, but I'm just because a lot of people are worried and scared that it's about our country. How do we resolve all these British citizenship? So let's look at what the British citizenship all means. There is a ceremony, the same way you see many Nigerians, that the moment they give them that passport, they are on top of the moon. They are so excited. They are happy. You know why they're happy? Because they know the importance of being able to get an American passport. So hello, caller, go ahead, please. Hello, caller, you're live.
Thank God. Let me just fact. Koiki! God bless. In fact, also lady, lady, nova kori ready be Igberala, Tarake wode. Igberala, àwọn ọmọ Tinubu ni, àwọn Yoruba conservatives ni, blogger ni, Twittera ni, extra ni, ẹnikẹ́ni obìnrin ni ọkùnrin ni, nova kori ready be Igberala, Tarake wode. Igberala. Now, good one. Do you know that thing that you guys did? Did you tell me? But that man for and you know get say me. On to me back because I had a belief, man. So what else make and it wasn't even my plan, to come over in the first place. But Papa me because I don't even want to even have anything to do with him or give him any response. Again, Papa don't want program. Commonize kini Tinubu náà ṣiṣẹ́ fún àwọn shock. Ó wá lọ gbé bàbá kan wà tó máa ń pè lórí program ẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ màmí kí ni máa ń pè. Ó wá lọ gbé àwọn yẹn bí 6 báyìí ni wọ́n bí àwọn mẹ́fà péré báyìí. Wọ́n lọ sí Nigeria House, wọ́n lọ pariwo. Wọ́n ní yẹn wà better more package ju nǹkan tá a ṣe lọ àwọn shock. Do you now know why I'm calling you to report this case? Wọ́n mọ bàbá kan níbí ara àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ní IPOB member lẹ́ni bàbá ẹ̀ náà wà. Ó wá bá mi fún ẹ̀ ní o. Ló bá sọ mi pé that thing wey go do that thing na big thing o, it go don cause problem, it go don cause wahala. Ó dẹ̀ mú fóònù ẹ̀ jáde, ó fi gbogbo picture, fídíò, tẹ́mi kò ní lọ́wọ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀ràn mi. Wọ́n ń discuss issue yẹn ní IPOB group wọn. Mi ìmọ̀ tìlú mi ò ní Amẹ́ríkà yìí, wọ́n discuss issue ọ̀rọ̀ kò yẹn nínú IPOB group wọn. Wàá dẹ̀ lọ sọ làwọn máa bú kìnìkan. Àtàwọn obìnrin, àwọn ọmọ ọ̀rànkìràn, àwọn ọmọ arẹ́bípa tán pẹ̀lú àwọn ní Yorùbá conservative kìnìkan, àwọn ẹrú Tinubu. You guys, you don't know what you are doing. See, oh my goodness. I don't know how to explain it. See, let me tell you. That Chief Sunday because I wrote it on my ex. Mo ní bí Yorùbá ṣe great tó, Yorùbá láwọn ní professor, Yorùbá láwọn ní elite, Yorùbá láwọn ní this, Yorùbá láwọn ní that, Yorùbá láwọn ní influencer. Sunday tẹ́ pè ní thought, tẹ́ pè ní political carton, tẹ́ ní kọ́ kàwé, òní Ọlọ́run wa lò. Àdédédé máa jẹ́ kó jẹ́ everybody tó ń gbọ́ mi lẹ́nu wípé indeed God is in it because that's how God does his work. God uses whosoever is available to do his own job. That's how God works. And let me tell you, we are going to get our Yoruba vision confirm, letting over, whatever, happen to me. But let's share another program the next month, UK, at the enter. Oh my God. God bless you guys.
Thank you so much.
And you don't know what I'm doing. God bless you.
Thank you so much. We're not going to respond to everybody because it will become fracas, and I've gone past that stage now. What we are doing intentionally to encourage people to understand that first and foremost, the notion that all these Tinubu himself is very strong. I've told you that. We pray for his good health. But we're not going to sit here, and say we pray for Tinubu. If Tinubu die, it's not anything to me because people die. And let me use this opportunity to say to the Scottish people, maybe some of you might not know, and this is why we are always saying that we are only here for a very short, limited time. I didn't know this news until only yesterday. That tells you that we have been, I mean, personally myself, I've been extremely busy. And I'm not sure why. Maybe my mom thought I had the news. I want to bring the image up. I know much about news here, but only yesterday. And this happened on Saturday, the same day we were having our rally in London. Alex Salmon, that I follow back to back as the former minister in Scotland, died of heart attack. Let's go into the may so rest in peace to start with. I only knew yesterday that he passed on. Unbelievable. Alex Salmon family breaks silence with tribute for a formidable politician. Let's take another call that is coming through. But before we do that, again, Alex, remember, for me 1 second. Alex Salmon, for me 1 second. He was a Scottish first minister, but like I said, he passed on. He was a true campaigner for the Scottish independence. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ káwa tá gbérin àjò ìdání ká gbèdélẹ̀ lérí láṣẹ̀dùmarè. Àní kú lórí ẹ̀. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ ti kú k'Ọlọ́run kó foríjì wọn. But one thing is, you are not going to be here forever. Save Yoruba land, save your birthright, so that the next generation will be able to appreciate you. Alex Salmon was only 66 years old. But the precedent of what he has done will never be forgotten. And we pray for him and his family that have been left. But one thing is, the Scottish people will never forget what he has done in his quest and fight for the right of the Scottish people to independent Scotland. Go ahead, caller.
Nílé lóko lọ́nà ọjà mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ pọ̀pọ̀pọ̀ ìdílé oníkálukú wọn kò ní dàrú ayọ̀ báyìí lọ́mọ máa bá ilé rẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan wọn kíbi tí wọ́n ti wá ọ̀nà wọn ò ní dàrú iṣẹ́ wọn ò ní dàrú a máa ṣe fún wọn tó máa ń ṣe a máa ṣe tó máa ń jẹ a máa dì tó a máa ṣe àwọn oníkálukú dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn rẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yìí gan takuntakun wọ́n ti Koiki kẹ̀dẹ̀ bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àmúmi wa náà wọ́n ṣe gan púpọ̀. Iṣẹ́ ilé mi ò ní kankan láti sọ ju pé káka máa dúpẹ́ lọ. Because kò sí ohun tó dàbí ọpẹ́. A ní láti dúpẹ́ ká lè rí ní ìgbà. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ tó lọ́hùn, a ní kankan láti bá wọn sọ. Bá a ṣe ń ṣe bọ̀ yẹn, bá a ṣe máa ṣe lọ. Ọlọ́run á fún wa ṣe sá. Ẹ ṣeun sá. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ.
Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí I have a okay, that person has dropped out. There was a request on the Twitter space. Okay, still there. Ade.2 Ebagbosoke ni kíákíá so that we can bring you on board as well on the Twitter space. One more time, Mr. Ade.2, I believe that's the name. Ade.2 Idowu. If you can hear me one more time. If not, I'm going to move ahead. Mr. Ade.2 on the Twitter space. All right, we go ahead. So, yes, this man says Alex Salmon was a giant of Scottish campaign of self-determination. Just like we lost Yawa Janet Pashaki. So the Scottish people are going through a very difficult time now. And like my mom says, you know, Oluremi says the Agabi Kilanko. Exactly, it can never be forgotten. I know a lot of you don't like Igbowo, but this is not about Igbowo now. And let me be grateful to my sister every time I cite her, a warrior that would not allow the Igbo people to rubbish Yoruba people. And that is Arewa Akintoye Obìnrin. I love you. I appreciate you as a sister. And you got my backing. If any Igbo disrespect you, we will come for them. Even if we have cordial relationship. For me and Simon, I will not allow any Igbo to rubbish us. Especially, most of them think that they can abuse enough. To be lati abuse wa. Yoruba people are intelligent people. Moki our Pastor Mo, you say you're not around, I understand. Imole Yoruba Moke. The Yoruba people are intelligent. What we've done is just one bullet. Everybody's shouting. We never even bring the real bullet out. Just one bullet. Everybody done the shake. Aisha Yusuf, they do show. Everybody, they do show. They say the president for Scotland, they do show. You want me to respond to every one of them? I haven't got that time. Mine is to say that we are not going to be here forever. Maximum. Look, I pray for Tinubu to survive his illness. I just pray that he's surviving. But Tinubu doesn't have the right to tell us to remain in Nigeria. Not even Britain that I leave. We will exit, and we will exit on our own terms and conditions. Let's continue what we are doing. But when Baba Akintoye and Igboho say it is time, look, I wish our governors will respond now before it is too late. I wish they would do. But we would not use any agenda of one Igbo, to come and destroy, like people say, come and destroy South. No. We are more than enough to take down the Southwest ourselves, our Yoruba. We will take it down, we will rebuild it. I've told people that. We will nonsense on building. We will take every structure, we will take it down, and we will rebuild another one. If that means to take our freedom from the criminals. And we are warning them. So all these are the things that we're doing on social media. It is, look, the social media is a different game entirely. The real fight will be in Yoruba land. And I can say, some people will have to die for some people to survive. That is the world that we are living. If you're still thinking that, oh, nobody will have to die, some people will have to die. It's a fact. People are being massacred and killed in Palestine as we speak right now, so that some people want to survive. We would have no other choice than to fight, but the fight that we are doing right now is still engagement. And that is why we are Yoruba people. We are not Igbos. We are not Hausas. So don't let anyone intimidate you. Someone who cannot do jack shit. When the time comes, and like Baba Akintoye said, you cannot kill 60 million Yoruba people when the right time comes. We will push them. But what we are saying is that, do we need to push ourselves? But they are thinking that, oh, they can't do anything. Igboho cannot do anything. Koiki cannot do anything. There are thousands of things that can be done to bring down everybody. Alex Salmon died does not end the Scottish campaign for independence. He died on Saturday. The same Saturday that we were out in London campaigning, he died. And the world will not end for anybody. And we will not allow Yoruba land to be a guinea pig for anybody. I'm ready to make sure that everyone that wants to live in Yoruba land is cross-checked, just like the UK government doesn't want criminals to live in this country. Mukiyami Sanjo Beauty. So what we are saying here is not a joke. So don't think that, but don't go joke on social media. Look, I have my principal with me right now. Igbowo is with me, even though we're not together in the moment where I'm broadcasting from. Igbowo has the capacity. I've told you all. One of the capacity is bringing something on behalf of Akintoye to London. And you can see how the reaction. And I can tell you, there are thousands of different reactions, and it's just one bullet. And we have not fired the real bullet. So imagine if Igbowo give that order, come right now tonight. What do you think it's going to do? So let's come back to the program. The line is open. If you want to join, just let me know. I'll bring you in. Or let me go back to the discussion. We were discussing the letter of Tinubu that we sent to him. Once again, Alex Salmon, you're a warrior. Regardless of, of whatever allegation, this and that have been said about you, you were 69. His name will be remembered as one Scottish that wanted the freedom for his people. But what about you? You won't come? I see people now sending me email. Oh, Koiki, there's a particular man sending me email from somewhere. When people send us message and say, oh, we should do, I keep asking myself, just come and join the movement. That's all. If you joke, we see back seat. We risk it. So you think the monetary aspect is bigger than the risk? Why not? Some of you can not even, you are still hiding your name. Some of you are hiding under all different fake accounts. This is real me. So I am putting my life at stake. I have children. I've left my home for over a week now. I've not seen my children. You bum bastard, you come and tell me nonsense. I'm not suffering in this country. I'm comfortable as long as I cut my coat according to my size. Hello, caller. That's what the program me. About mute it, then go in background here. My phone, and mute your mole. Okay, cool. The account to my going. That's our live. Go ahead. Inshallah. I'm here alone. I'm here. Thank you, sir. Ashibani. 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 Thank you, sir. Amen. 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 Lágbára Ọlọ́run. I know that. Amen. Amen. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ló máa dé. Àwádé máa dé lágbára Ọlọ́run. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Oye mi. Bàbá mi dáadáa. Àlòkòlódò. The governor. The governor. The governor. Ẹ má ẹ̀ka sọ̀rọ̀ jù lórí social media, wọ́n máa kọ̀rọ̀ pàǹdẹ́nu ni ẹ jẹ́ ká ti gbogbo bẹ̀rẹ̀. Wọ́n rò pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ti sìn bí wọ́n rò pé àwọn bàbá yẹn tí wọ́n ti gbà bọ̀dì fún fúnra wọn. Wọ́n ti gbà yẹ pé this generation, is bigger than them now. Yeah. Ìjọmọdé kọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Yeah, that is a distraction. One more time, shit. They kept our people in poverty and in drugs. So they're flooding. I speak this in English. The Igbos have flooded the southwest with drugs. So when people say Yoruba people who do drugs, no, in a good state, a lot of intelligence keep coming back to me here. What if it drug Shamawaleshi? So we need to rescue them and put the structure back so that we can chase them out with a real fingerprint and facial fingerprint. Let them go back to their country. So you cannot deal with this problem within Nigeria. Your borders is completely open. Our people are suffering. So Moking, your brother, me, and like I said, I can't sort of because sometimes they think, when the right time ripe, which is ripening, what we are doing is we continue to knock the same place. And I'm not doing terrorism here. The British government cannot do jack shit for me. I'm telling you, I've lived here for 25 years. I don't have any criminal record to be scared of. I'm not hungry if you're family member. And I can live here peacefully for the next 25 years without visiting Nigeria. But that is not what we want anymore. We're talking about elderly people, 76, 80, attending the rally. Money Baba kon kiloruko Baba and Momsi. Baba and Sheikh Kuni last year, 90 years old. The was Baba and Owasi rally 2022, 90 years old. So I would rather, I know my wife doesn't like this, I would rather die on this cause than not die for something stupid. Or better ki yon kulori ni ajoyi, or you could the power because we are on the right track. So don't let the death to scare you. Because everybody will die at the appropriate time. But when you can sasiwa, it doesn't matter. We're not scared. Look at Alex Salmon. Alex Salmon has delivered something that I can never be delivered. My boy, brother. Benny. If I capture the Yoruba, so if I keep Britain, so you want the Richard Montegori, the same gangs of people that destroy us, to now tell us, oh, that Igbo letter doesn't mean anything. That Igbo letter will mean something very soon. Oku dear, that letter will mean something. Oku dear. Bia mini kokon to mini kokon ere ni gbogbo ajo wa. Mo gbádùn brother mi. Jẹ́ kó máa sọ pé kò mean anything. Bia Britain ló ní ilẹ̀ yẹn ni o. Bia America ló ní ni o. All this when they say go and talk to you need this, you need. No, we don't need any jack shit. We will strangulate anybody when the time comes. Write this down. We will. Then Baba Mr. Desoya, Baba was 90 years old when he was coming to the last rally in 2 years ago. 90 years old man, a Yoruba man. So he was calling directly. I don't know a safe number. WhatsApp. The number is there +44 74 044 05917. So this is not a threat. America politician doesn't own Yoruba land. We can negotiate with them. We can ask them to look into the issue. But if we think that America will come and rescue us, no, America doesn't have to. America wants to rescue themselves. We need to rescue ourselves. And the Yoruba politicians of today are all bomb bastards. I've told you that. They're not going to rescue you. I can live in this country for the next how many years I want to live as long as I'm alive. But we are concerned because in time of delay, Akintoye have been able to tell us, and freedom is fought. It's because those that are saying that do not know freedom. They're not ready to die. And like I always say, because many people are ready to die for this cause. So let's go back to the discussion as we were having it earlier. This program, like I said, will be our full broadcast, and your line is still open if you want to call in. But when she go back to my program, I will not take the call about 20 minutes before the end of the call. Let me go to my handsome brother, Shakiru, all the way from Nigeria as well. Go ahead, my brother.
Mr. Koiki, brother, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Kí yín kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Ayé ò ní mú yín. Ní bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ayé lágbára.
Inshallah.
Ní jáde lé lọ́wọ́. Ó jáde kò wọlé kò ní jẹ́. Láṣẹ ìdùnnú rẹ̀. Ẹ bá ṣe ń lù báyọ̀ ọmọ máa dùn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àgbà ọ̀dọ́ àníwá ní tì. Inú mi dùn gan o. Ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ lù. Ṣé rí bọ́dà mi? Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní UK yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sòdò ọ̀rọ̀ fún yín. Ó tú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn àṣírí kan síta. Tó yẹ pé àwa gan-an àmọ́. Àwọn àṣírí kan ó tú síta tó yẹ pé àwa àmọ́. Ìkúdò inú àwọn atájọ́ láti ọ̀sẹ̀ sọ́ọ̀gbì. Tálájọ wà ní movement. Ó tú àwọn àṣírí wọn kan síta nù wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín. Tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan tó ń ba èmi nínú jẹ́. Ìní parọ́ fún yín. Torí medicine after death lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ míì náà wá fi ń ṣe ojú ayé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ṣe. Meanwhile, àwọn kan bẹ tó ń sọ jágbàjàgbà ta, àwọn tó wà láàrin wa gan pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń sọ dáadáa fún wọn tó ń gbé information síta. Lọ́gbẹ́ àjọsọ wọn ni. So, tẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní ìtọ́jú ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn máa ta. Àwọn tí inú wọn bàjẹ́ minority ni wọn. Àwọn tí inú wọn dùn nígbà tó gbọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní tẹ́lẹ̀ ní UK yẹn. Àwọn èèyàn tí mo mọ̀ dáadáa tí inú wọn dùn pé nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe yẹn inú àwọn dùn tó ń pè lọ́tún lọ́sì. Wọ́n pọ̀ ju àwọn tó ń sọ jágbàjàgbà lọ. Ẹ já fáwọn tó ń sọ jágbàjàgbà yẹn lẹ̀. Èmi ti sọ, mo sọ fún kan nínú wọn, mo ní o ní láti lọ ṣe DNA test. Mo ní before kó tó ṣe DNA test, kọ́kọ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara tiẹ̀ gangan, kọ́kọ́ ṣe DNA test fúnra ara tiẹ̀ fún ìwọ gangan fúnra ẹ̀. Kọ́kọ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara ẹ̀ pé jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí. Torí mi ò rí ọmọ Yorùbá kan gidi tó gbọ́dọ̀ lóhùn tó against nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ yìí. Ká dúpẹ́ fọlọ́. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ sọ, one bullet má sì rí yẹn. Rubber bullet gan ni kò ṣe bullet gidi yẹn. Rubber bullet lásán wọn ti rí nǹkan kan. Ọ̀dà mi, ẹ continue. Ọlọ́ àdójì. Ọlọ́ àdójì gbogbo ẹbí yín pátápátá. Ọ̀dà ìbàdàn láti kí ọ̀gá wa.
Gbowó ṣá, àlàáfíà, ó dúró dáadáa. Àmì Ọlọ́run, ẹ ṣé gan. Thank you so much. Àmì ẹ ṣé gan, brother mi Shakiru. Inshallah, ẹ ṣé o, ẹ ṣé o, ẹ ṣé o. Thank you so much. Mokim Amsimi, that have just also sent a super chat, with a message. Very well done to you, Koiki Media, and the rest of you that made history on Saturday, the 12th of October. The letter submitted was a powerful statement. Many concern is that Igboho is playing a game. But what they don't understand is that this is not a game. This is a reality that is being played in the history of the Yoruba people. Let me say, shout out to Kento's Ventures Limited in the United Kingdom. If you're in Manchester and you want to have, whatever you are planning to get that has to do with African products, Kento's. I was in the shop today. They've got a lot of stuff that you can also make sure that you buy from them. They are very, ready to serve you. Please make sure you communicate with them. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, ẹ lọ fi ọkàn balẹ̀. Ìgbòho ní kò ní síjà, àmọ́ crisis máa wà ká tó kúrò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ká tó kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Kò ní sí ìjà. Ẹ gbọ́ mi, kò ní sí ìjà, àmọ́ crisis máa wà. Crisis yẹn ni kólúkálukú lọ gbáradì fún. And nobody on this Yoruba nation should ever tell me that, do you want to destroy anywhere in the Yoruba land? No. We will destroy and we will rebuild. Inshallah, in Jesus' name, lórúkọ Jésù. We will destroy and we will rebuild. But we don't want to destroy, but we will bring crisis if they refuse to allow a peaceful negotiation of the Yoruba people. You, the politician, you don't have the power against the people anymore. That gene, gbogbo ogun tẹ́ ṣe pátá lórí àwọn èèyàn wa ló máa tú lójú àwọn èèyàn wa láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà. Ẹgbẹ́ òsókè kọ́là wa. má bínú sí mi.
Ẹ kálẹ́ sà, bọ̀dá mi Koiki.
Ẹ kálẹ́ brọ́dà mi.
Ẹ wo mo rí lè appreciate gbogbo effort yín àtolóye pátá ẹ̀ ní fọmọ ṣe lágbára lọ́rùn.
Àmín Ọlọ́run.
Bàbá olóyè gbogbo nǹkan tó kójọ ńlá ayé ẹ̀ kò ní gbèdé lójú ayé wọn. Ẹ̀yin náà pẹ̀lú pé iṣẹ́ mọ́ mi lọ lójú. Ogun tẹ̀ ń jà yìí ẹ̀ ní balọ̀ lágbára lọ́rùn. Mo rí lè appreciate ìjọ sátọ̀dé yẹn mo ti ra ṣe dátà mo ní ìjẹ́ àjọ Friday February mo ṣàwà láàrin mo fẹ́ wo gbogbo wọn tó máa ṣe mo lè dúró pé nǹkan tẹ̀ ṣe inú wa dùn gan inú àwọn èèyàn dùn gan because Yorùbá lọ́pọlọ Yorùbá lọ gan. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni wípé ẹ sọ fún ṣe rí àwọn èèyàn skẹ́ẹ̀dì Nàìjíríà ni láti plan gbogbo àwọn kìíní because under àwọn people yìí wọ́n ti kó wa sọ́ndà because àwọn ni remote control ayé wa wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn olómìnir bẹ̀rù pé táwọn bá súnmọ́ Yorùbá nation ibi tó ti ń jẹ àwọn oníròyìn jẹ ń bẹ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ẹ̀rọ gangan nìyẹn inú àwọn èèyàn dùn gan ní gbogbo ẹni gbogbo káníkì Yorùbá ẹ̀ á gbé fún wa sọ ọ̀kan báyìí gbogbo yẹn live lọ́jọ́ yẹn.
A lè kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé ẹkú àdúrótì ẹkú rọ̀jú ẹkú rọ̀jú ìkà táwọn ṣe fún wa gbogbo ẹ máa ní òpin eléyìí kì í ṣàwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re o àwọn ń ṣàfẹ́nifẹ́re àwa jọ máa gbára wa sílẹ̀ kò ń ṣèmi nìkan àtẹ̀mí àtẹ̀yìn mo sọ pé èmi àti Ìgbòho adúró tán lásìkò bá tó mọ̀ sí mi ní má lọ Nàìjíríà ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà dídọ̀kọ́ ló wà nílẹ̀ lọ Nàìjíríà kò tásìkò bá tó tán ní about the toilet nǹkan kan máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ máa là àsìkò yẹn súnmọ́ bọ̀ lẹ́tà yẹn kò ń ṣe lẹ́tà tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ tó wà nínú ẹ̀ àmọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ lọ máa gbáradì ó kù díẹ̀.
Agbára Ọlọ́run mo fẹ́ sàn kọ́kọ́ fún yín ẹ má bínú ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi ta. Jẹ́ mọ̀ pé ṣẹ́rẹ́ àwọn bíbí yẹn kó sọ pé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn láti jẹ ní tó pọ̀ jù Nàìjíríà sí ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ti ṣàlà ti jẹ because nǹkan yẹn ṣe débi kan tí mo bẹ yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí àwọn tí kọ́sọ́mà bá díẹ̀ tọ́lọ̀ fún the politician àwọn tó ń ṣe olùwọ̀n kọ̀ọ̀kan.
àwọn ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní choice.
Ẹ jẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń post nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Olóyè àwọn bíbọ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa ń pè mí tó bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ pé kí ẹ bá break gbogbo kí ni ẹ̀ down.
ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ kan níbẹ̀ yẹn máa sọ fún bàbá wa Olóyè Ìgbòho ṣe rí gbogbo threatening yẹn I'm going to speak to him tomorrow. Anybody tó bá threaten nílẹ̀ Yorùbá pé torí pé nǹkan tá a gbé dání tí kò lòdì sófin anywhere tó bá ti threaten yín maybe it is coming up to the time we will attack that area. A máa attack ibẹ̀ yẹn gan gidi tó bá jẹ́ pé ń sọ olú ọmọ ni màá ní kí bàbá fún wa ní order attack ibẹ̀ yẹn èmi ni mo sọ lórí live show bí yín dá ètò bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sẹ́yìn kankan tó gbọ́dọ̀ intimidate anybody nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. We will come and attack that place because àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣe Yorùbá nation ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ kó ṣe Yorùbá nation ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe APC kó ṣe APC. I will tell Chief tomorrow gbogbo ibi tó bá ti fẹ́ máa threaten yín we will attack that place and when I mean attack I will leave the rest for you to think about what would happen. Ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti máa threaten àwọn èèyàn wa nílé. So anywhere I will tell Chief to give me the go ahead to make that statement. Ẹ ṣe o.
Because nǹkan tó ìgbà tó ń jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ níbi èèyàn ẹja ṣáwátà ń jẹ àdèlè tó mọ́.
Lẹ́wọ̀n àbá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí attack ara wa ibẹ̀ láti máa mọ̀ pátí ọmọ àwọn pa serious ṣe rò pa serious ni ẹ máa threaten àwọn èèyàn ẹ máa ní kó lọ gbé post sálẹ̀ lórí social media táwọn tó wà lórí social media tó ń bára wọn jà ẹnìkan gbé post wọn wá sílẹ̀ and that's why people cannot share our program that's why people are scared. Ó kù díẹ̀ maybe that is where we will start from. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. So the behind the scene is the pictures of some of what we saw on Saturday. Once again, the line is open. If you'd like to join the conversation, just ring the number to the studio or the other number, which is ending with 979. So while we are looking at these images, ṣe rò pé àwọn ìyá ìbí ń pa wọ́n That is Alaja Adeyeye that traveled with us to number 10 Downing Street. That is my mom. That is our beautiful mothers, grandmothers. Some of them sat òjò pa wọ́n síbẹ̀. Ìwọ jókòó sí Nigeria. These are mothers that have access to free medical, free access to everything that human beings should have. So you want us to come out of àwọn tiwa ní Nigeria, kẹ́ lọ máa bá Oríyọmí Hamzat, kẹ́ lọ máa bá Kúnlé Ford, kẹ́ lọ máa bá Cocoa Foundation, ká máa set up máa da ó yẹ pín gàrí fún wọn níbẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ pín ẹ̀wà fún wọn níbẹ̀ yẹn. Mo kí Kábíyèsí wa Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀. I think it's 50th birthday today. Even Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ cannot stop Yoruba nation actualization. They can't. It is bigger than every one of us. And happy birthday to Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀, Ojaja II. The Yoruba people do not need Britain to give us Yoruba country. But the Yoruba people have the right to give Britain every indicator that the amalgamation of Nigeria is a fraud. Let me take you back quickly for those of you that keep asking the question about citizenship. What do you understand by the word citizenship? Not a lot of you understand what the meaning of citizenship is all about. But let me put it through quickly. And how do you become a citizen? We are automatically a Yoruba citizen, a Yoruba land. Whether they agree with us, whether they disagree with us. But right now, you do not have any citizenship as a Nigerian. Àwọn ìyá 81 years old. My mom is just updating me. Part of the people that attended the rally on Saturday, 81, 87. Your life will be miserable should you remain in Nigeria. Akin wo mama yẹn. Akin. Kí ni wọ́n pè ní citizenship or a citizen? Do you think that we are citizens of Nigeria? And what guarantee you as a citizen? Tell me in your comment section. What wo mi olórí ẹran, olórí ìrẹsì, ìwọ ló mọ̀rọ̀ sọ, ìwọ tí yà ń jẹ. Some of you will never look good like me. You don't need to be criminal before you are successful. But you will become a criminal in Nigeria because that is the situation that I want you to be. And that hurt a lot of us. And that makes Baba Akintoye cry every night. We have many elderly Yoruba people that are now waking up. And we still have some that are saying, ta ló rán Ìgbòho níṣẹ́? Your bomb bastard. We dá fún gbogbo ìbà bọ́ fún ẹ̀rí ṣoríire. A máa dá sí ìdìsí gbogbo ìlara gbẹ̀yìn. Wicked people. Èyí tí wà ní 70. Ẹ̀yin sọ pé ta ló rán Ìgbòho níṣẹ́? Ẹ̀yin bàbá òfò. Ẹ̀yin bàbá àdánù. Ẹ̀yin bàbá àkà. Are we a true citizen of Nigeria? I'm asking the question. Are we a true citizenship? Any citizenship in Nigeria? Ṣé citizen ni wá? Why are we living in denial? Mo béèrè ni o. Do we have the right? Because do you know why people celebrate having a British passport? I'm not talking about Walata that was born here. I'm not talking about Easy Dollar that was born in America with an American passport from birth. Do you know that people are so excited when they become a citizen of another country? We see it on social media. I just got my British passport. Some of them will go to church. But today, we cannot celebrate being a citizen of Nigeria. Do you know why? Have you ever asked yourself, why are we not celebrating being a citizen of Nigeria? Because Nigeria was never meant to be a country. But it has now been a country. Let's manage it. You're mad. Kí la fi manage? Kí ni nǹkan tí a fi manage when we have the right to have our own country? I met a lawyer today, a Yoruba man, in Manchester here. Most of them should have gone back home, but they can't go back home. But there's never a home. Listen to this.
There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves.
We are not Nigerian.
Okay, where is Nigeria where is the land called Nigeria? What is the Nigerian language?
Can you tell me where the land is? The Yoruba land is what they're calling Nigeria today. So, what is difficult to understand there? Muki Babami, Alabi Bashiru, and your beautiful wife, Alan Conde, this brother does not like Britain. My brother, we are not citizens at all in any country in this world until we get our land back before we can have identity as Yoruba. So, Yoruba, your argument is that you don't ship it on Cuba. And I'm monitoring even that I'm not watching anything from there. You don't share anything, so shut up, Koiki. What is in it for you? I love when I sit here and I can be proud that you listen to my mom. Some of what she said on, I think on Monday, I was hearing it for the first time as well, but I know that she has told me a few things in the past. She was a secretary to Mobile Oil and all that, and I know the reason why she left Nigeria. But it was great to hear a bit of more history, and I'm sure every one of us have history. But our true history is Kapai Yoruba. Simple. Koiki, no, look, even if Tinubu ba sọ pé ó máa dá, irọ́ ni Tinubu pa. Bishop Adesina said, even the former governor and the senator Fayemi of Ekiti released speech this morning that Nigeria should call their sovereignty back, that our politicians don't know what they are doing, being selfish. Fayemi, that was just a cab driver, not even Uber as at the time. But there was nothing called Uber when they were living in this country. Fayemi, the same Fayemi. Everybody is just privileged. You go there, you swear, you drink human blood, one major. And from there, one Nikoloshi governor, color representative. They will do bit and bit. And at the end of the day, they will do worse. And that's exactly why I say I will speak to Igboho that we intimidate you, we will come and attack that location. Because lè máa sọ fáwọn tí ó wà lórí social media tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá pé nítorí pé wọ́n ṣe Yorùbá nation ẹ fi lé wọn kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ wọn. Àwa la nílẹ̀. And you cannot do any jack shit. Because that intimidation is the reason why many people do not even want to participate in the movement in the first place. So Moki and family with that. I've missed the children in almost a week now that I left my house. Yeah, today is Thursday. This time last week, I was still working back to back to prepare for Friday, which is, Igboho's dinner. And I had to travel in and out as well. So Moki Baba mi Oloye Igboho lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. It's already a week. I have an OP account. First Bank. I don't have access to it temporarily because I need to do some update on it. So if you're planning to give us donation and it's voluntary, whenever we say support Koikimedia, we make sure to specifically add it is voluntary donation. So my OP account is the one on the screen right now with 610-4290-167. Remember that I have 25 staff that are working for me back home, and I appreciate them. Are you a citizen of Nigeria? Yes, that is what we were told by Britain when they gave us a fraudulent country called Nigeria. But Britain doesn't have the right to give us Yoruba nation. But we are going to fight to retain our Yoruba as Yoruba people. We cannot fight inside Nigeria. We can fight to defend Yoruba people when we have our country. Because if you're fighting it right now, I see a lot of fight going on, and like I said, that's why I appreciate my beautiful sister there, Arewa, because she has to keep going back and forth, because when they attack Yoruba people, we got to attack them back. But if you would have, those of you on Instagram is 1 hour, so Omalo, I will start again, so don't go away. When it goes, you're always coming back. We are the Omoluabis. And I can see Arewa posting, let me show you a page. And I want every one of us to follow her because she needs us to be there with her, just like we all need to be there for Yoruba people. Everybody will play different role. I am playing my role to my best capacity. Somebody has been driving Igboho since Igboho got to Manchester. Imagine that. That is the role that they are playing. And we are grateful. Somebody has been preparing the meal. Somebody is doing this. And I say shout out to Komisholako Bodoku. So let me take you to Arewa Akintoye Twitter account. That is out there. A beautiful sister. Eloba, follow it. Because there is a lot of attack on the Yoruba people. And Debawo Amala Nisin in a cup. I've been eating Amala since I got to Manchester. Very beautiful Yoruba meal. But what we need to understand is that those that always say that we are the conservative, or we are the liberal, or whatever they call themselves, what we first need to attack is that we need to save our identity. About to save identity, well, it will be very easy. Let's go back and listen to, is Nigeria a country? There's nothing for me to be going back and be telling you, Nigeria, everybody knows it's not a country. But what people are saying is that, Koiki, how do you plan to pull out? No, it's not about me. It's about, look, I live in UK. I am not hungry. Whether I go to work or I don't work, I cannot be involved in crime. That is number one. But the opportunity in this country is that it has given me the privilege as a non-citizen to operate without being worried or being intimidated. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Muki Bishop Additional Lenkonsi. Yes, the account details about roll out Lenkonsi a back end team one Katuba office, and I'm going to pin it down. Okay, I think I've pinned it down already. I think this is it here. Because I think Bishop wants to send me some little naira. Because every day my team, Nigeria is expensive now. Damn. Give somebody 50,000 naira. Maybe Kokon. Give them 100,000. Give them 20,000. I don't have 500,000 to give you. And some of you that say, yeah, you want to be my brother. I don't need any brother. I don't need any sister. I have already my staff that are working for me, and I have a big family. And you ought to remember that Koiki family is a big family. And I have my younger brothers that I need to support as well. I can't support anybody. That's why I'm fighting day and night. We are just 2 hours into the program. Let's manage the next 1 hour so that we can all go to bed. Because I need to still have enough rest. So don't run away. Share my program. I don't hate anybody. But I do not want to remain in this block. I didn't know before. So let's go back and understand. Are we a true citizen of Nigeria? And if we're a true citizen, what should that country give us back? Because if Nigeria was giving us something, many of these are our mothers. Let me show you their pictures again. That is my mom there. My mom ran away from Nigeria. I'm using the word run away. As far back as in the 90s. Alaja Adeyeye was born here. She left Nigeria. There's another grandmother sitting there. That's Tonyo Laoye there. These, our mothers, would have all returned back to Nigeria. That is our beautiful sister from Sierra Leone, Saudatu. We know that we have a lot of Yoruba people from that end as well. Don't fight to save Nigeria anymore. It's a waste of time. We didn't know before, but now that we know, our effort and fight And some will say, but Yoruba people, you are too cunning. Don't listen to them. Those are the Igbos that are paying that Yoruba people now wants to take the destiny out of their hand. Because they know that we are intelligent people. I'm not saying that they are not intelligent as well, but we have to be proud of who we are before any other person. It's about we first before the Igbos. It's about we first before the Hausas. It should be about we first. I mean, how do you, as a citizen, they will bring one Oyibo from Lebanon, no, Lebanese. They will bring them to Nigeria and they will be your superior. They'll bring somebody from China. They'll be your superior. They'll bring somebody from Britain. They'll bring your superior. And Awadilani, the major shareholder of what is known as Nigeria today. Going to vote is not going to solve any problem. The voting system in Nigeria is a corrupt one. So let's go back and listen to this quickly, whether we are true citizen or not.
We are nations. There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves.
We are not Nigerian.
Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria? What is the Nigerian language? We are nations that had been forced together to live in one pathetic country. So, anybody who...
Did you hear that? Forced to live together in one pathetic country. There's nothing wrong with Yoruba land. I don't want us to get it mixed up. Ayamo Yoruba, kò sí nǹkan tó wrong pẹ̀lú ilẹ̀ wa. Ilẹ̀ wa wà okay. Omi wà okay fún wa. Gbogbo ẹ̀ wà okay. But in tó gbélé lórí yẹn tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà, òun ni àdánwò fún wa. Ìyẹn gangan ni a fẹ́ yọ kúrò lára Nàìjíríà. Because N-I-G-E-R-I, how can that be superior to Y-O-R-U-B-A? The Y-O-R-U-B-A. And stop listening to all this rubbish Yoruba people. And the Igbos that always say, Yaraba, they are born bastard. Olori buruku lawon ni. Olori buruku ni won. Ara nta won ni. And most of them are paying. We didn't hold Nnamdi Kanu. Look, Igboho is a free man. And you must understand that. Igboho will remain a free man until Yoruba country will happen. We pray that Tinubu will release Nnamdi Kanu. And if he doesn't release Nnamdi Kanu, tó bá wọn Simon Ekpa ni kó fi tó bá wọn Simon Ekpa kó fọ́gi mọ́ Tinubu lórí. Tó bá wọn Simon Ekpa kó destroy any part of Yoruba land so that they can be free. Kó come. That is the reason why we must prepare. Because what we are saying is that Simon Ekpa is working to free his people. Whether you agree with him or not, it's not the issue. And I'm saying it again. He has every right to attack anywhere in Yoruba land because it's still part of Nigeria. But about pull out, they say, how about it, they pull out. But the Yoruba people think, oh, no, don't allow Simon Ekpa to come and attack Yoruba land. They are still part of Nigeria. And when you are fighting a government, just like the IRA, they can attack anywhere. I'm not sure whether they want to do that, but that is the fact. ADEBANJI, you, ibi tó dùn yàn jù lẹ máa kọlù. Ibi tó bá máa dùn yín jù lọ máa kọlù. Yes, Lebanon, ẹ ṣé gan ni mo ṣe. So don't say, Koiki, so you and Simon Ekpa will attack Lagos. Shut up your dirty mouth. IRA was attacking the central part of London so that they can get their message to the international community. I am not saying that is Simon Ekpa is going to do that, but because they're still part of Nigeria and they want to go. But I want to tell you, they are paying. They can see Igboho moving around and Koiki and doing videos and they're like, But they didn't know that Nnamdi Kanu maybe should have taken letter to number 10 down the street. I don't know. They have their own ways of doing things. We are intelligent Yoruba people. We are just preparing you because Amade hot seat. So anytime we are to money in Nigeria, everybody will be paying before we pull out. And that's the fact. So Emma joke no. To get out of Nigeria, it will be the most painful thing, but the other side will be exciting. It will take a while for us to reconcile. We will still reconcile as Yoruba people, not with the Igbos, not with the Hausas. But what we should prepare for is that there will be crisis upon crisis, and there's nothing for us to be scared of. Crisis has always been happening, and even after we all live a good life, after 100 years added to your age, I will be 140 plus. There will still be crisis if things are not resolved. Everyone's okay, call out. Then you're right. I just reason. IRA terrorized us in London. I was not in London as at the time. Everyone's okay, call out.
So àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń kọ̀ tẹ̀ mú Yorùbá nation ẹlòmíì lẹ́sìn bá fẹ́ lómi lọ́pọ̀lọ́ wọ́n fásitì tó fi ìyá tó fi jẹ wọ́n ní Nàìjíríà ìyẹn kọ́ mọ̀ ọ̀kan tó ń ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá yẹ kó ọmọ Yorùbá ìrẹ̀ kó yẹ kó máa ń gbé nǹkan tó yẹ kí n pé á gbà fáwọn àrùn àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó máa ń ṣe nǹkan tó Nàìjíríà kò sí ọ̀kan tá a ṣe a ti rò pé Nàìjíríà ni wá tẹ́lẹ̀ ní bó ti wọ́n tó wá sí náà ní àtúntò Nàìjíríà pé Nàìjíríà yìí ká wọ́n fi káàmù wa láì ṣe nípa àṣejù Nàìjíríà because wọ́n àwọn bá a lè tó fún Nàìjíríà gbà wọ́n bá sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà láìjà. Tábà dẹ̀ gbalẹ̀ wa àtàlẹ̀ fẹ́ níbo tó bá ọmọ Yíbò àtàwọn tó ti fi síbẹ̀ a máa gbalẹ̀ wa lórí ìdílé àwọn náà wà ní ọ̀tàlẹ̀ fẹ́ níbo ìgbọ́dọ̀ tó fún ẹ̀ Yorùbá ní 100 years wọ́n fún ẹ̀ ní títí títí wọ́n fún ẹ̀. Then Mr. Koiki mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ rí fún ọ̀kan bí a máa pè mí lọ́nà.
No problem. Mama Reti. Thank you so much. Citizenship. The value of having our own country is greater than being part of Nigeria. BBC is not going to tell you. They are biased. From personal. Very biased corporation. What should be what all They can see us from all their cameras on that Saturday. They were already informed them that we were coming. But they have no... So you now think that Britain will just say, go and get your country. No. What we did on Saturday from the BBC to shut down the whole of the High Street of Regent Street has never been done by the Nigerian community in the UK. Never. So if you're going to do it, that means you are behind us. And that is why they are paying. Now, how did they state manage this? Do you see the amount of police that was brought out? Do you know the amount of logistics? And let me use this opportunity to say thank you so much to the London Metropolitan Police and the liaison officer that worked with us. Both of them came back to me again. I don't have to tell you all the details. We had even an helicopter that followed us all the way through. With Dafuya Ishuri. And then Montan the citizen. Oh, there was CB by Ewo and Pani. Our journey just Saturday. As many people that were there were born here, the majority of us are people that came to Japa and eventually became citizens, either through one way or the other. Nigeria. I am a true citizen of Nigeria. Just ordinary rally, you want to do October 1st. They brought tear gas. They tear gas you. Tinubu, the criminal gang, thieves. Intimidate Yoruba people against Yorubas. Or they call that in Lagos State. Check country none. So are you a citizen? Yama Jane, Kato de Bitano, Yon Mali, Yin Bishuluri Bruku. ẹ̀yin tí ìyà ti jẹ tó ti bà ayé yín jẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ tán ń pè ní freedom, ní olùṣe, ní olè, jẹgúrújẹrá, bomb bastard, ní dá fún gbogbo yín. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn gidi, tẹ́ mọ̀ tán ń pè lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, Twitter space òfò tó ń ṣí káàkiri, òun kọ́ ló máa gbà wálẹ̀. Èyí tó máa gbà wálẹ̀ ni pé ká lọ prepare mind wa for whatever eventuality, torí kò ní dáa fún gbogbo àwọn tó ní wọn ní jẹ́ ká lọ ìkà ni wọ́n. So mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá dáadáa, history will remember every single one of you. Kódà ẹni tó náwó tó nọ́ra. You think it's easy to bring people out in that weather? Òjò pa àwọn ìyá yẹn, mo mọ bá ṣe fi compensate yín, àbí kọ́ lọ́ọ́ bá ń compensate yín, because àwọn ní bọ́ọ̀sì tá a gbà, àwọn èèyàn tó defraud wa, bomb bastard. This country, wọ́n fìyà jẹ wá for years. Ìyà yẹn náà la ṣe ń jẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. It's a country that you can be in and they will still defraud you. Wọ́n ní mi sọ pé 1 hour la máa gbà. Báwo mo ṣe máa sọ pé 1 hour la fi gbà láti fi gbé ìyá dáadáa yìí? Wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí push wa níjọ Saturday. That is exactly what they've done. Ìwọ lòṣì tó gbé níbi òyìnbó rí, tó mọ ẹlòmíì ò bọ́ ìbò sọ̀rọ̀ rí láyé ẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ tó ti gbé sílé ayé, kò bọ́ ìbò sọ̀rọ̀ rí, kò ní orí bí ṣe bá ọlọ́pàá sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n orí mi ló ṣàrí lórí live tí easy, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún easy. Kí ló ń pè ní citizen? Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin dáàdì mi. We didn't have enough time, but there will be more time because a máa ṣe town hall meeting tí gbogbo a máa jọ jókòó, ìyẹn máa jẹ́ ìjókòó tí mo lè announce pé a máa ṣe town hall meeting ní UK. A máa fún yín enough time. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ́gùn tó sì ń fẹ́ kó máa fẹ́ lè lọ́nà. Kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ rally nísìn. A máa jókòó town hall meeting, a máa gbábi tó dáa. A máa ti plan it Saturday kan tí gbogbo a máa wà níbẹ̀. A máa sọ̀rọ̀, a máa engage for hours. Ìyẹn ni the next line of action that we will put together. If nobody does that, Koiki Media will put that together. And I'm sure we have a team of people that will work with it as well. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin mọ́mì mi. Sisters, mo kí ẹ Ifá the Oracle from Italy. Mo kí Captain from Birmingham. Mo kí Doctors, Consultant. Ṣèfí pé gbogbo sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin ò lè rí nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe má bínú ní àwọn níbi ìgbà on Instagram. Do you think that all these men, all our fathers are hungry? Ti fowó ránṣẹ́ sílé títí. Mo kí àǹtí mi láti Newcastle. Gbogbo yín pátá ni mo capture picture yín. So gbogbo tó bá fẹ́ picture wọn, ẹ lọ sórí Facebook. Ẹni káwọn grandchildren yín, it will be difficult for me to send all your pictures. I will be uploading it on my website as well. Ẹ bá lọ síbẹ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ìdíkọ́ bá yín download ẹ̀ sórí fóònù yín. Mo kí ìyá mi, her sister was in Nigeria. She was pained because ìyá mi máa ń tẹ̀lé wa lọ, ìyá Kazeem. Kò sí rally tí a lọ tí wọ́n kì í tẹ̀lé wa lọ, but she's currently in Nigeria. You know, àwọn èèyàn retire, ẹ̀kọ́ wà nílùú òyìnbó. Mo kí Mr. Fọlábí Káyọ̀dé. We are just towards the end of the program. Mo kàn fi show àwọn images yìí and then we wind down. I'm not going to respond to idiot people. Just reason mo kí ẹ dáadáa. But bàbá mi Waris Jinadu. All I'm just here is just to say to you, we are not losing any focus. Ẹ̀rí mi mo sọ fún yín pé ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú tó máa jíṣẹ́ tán là wà. Èlò lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fi rà mí. Èlò ni Tinubu olè. Ṣèbó owó tó jẹ́ tiwa náà ló fẹ́ fi rà mí. Tó bá jẹ́ kó fẹ́ rà wá. Àtẹ́ pé bàbá yín ò lówó rí. Púpọ̀ ní ìyà ni bàbá yín jẹ. Mo kí ìjọba Ìtàló. Tinubu give you money. Inú tẹ̀ máa ń bí àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò yẹn. Ara máa ń tà wọ́n yẹn. Ìgbọ́ bá ṣe rí Ìgbòho tó ń lọ káàkiri yẹn, ara wọn balẹ̀. Ìgbòho dey move from one end to the other. And Nnamdi Kanu dey for prison. Go and attack government of Nigeria for holding Nnamdi Kanu and leave Igboho alone. Igboho is a free man. and he can move anywhere he likes. And right now, he's with me in UK for now. I'm sure Simon Ekpa would love the same to have an Americano with him. You know those discussions with no listening device. I know I told you that when I want to talk to people, I send my mom to Benin Republic. But right now, he's with me. From the society, and at least for now. In prison. Leave us alone. We are not taking any gun. Igboho is not using any gun to fight, but we are using rubber bullets. That is the one that we are using right now. Everybody they shit for their pants. Minister for Information, some bastard, Olori Group of Fulani, Sultan of Sokoto. I told you Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto. I'm trying to be careful with my Instagram so that I don't take it down again. Okay, Yari, just reason. It will take half an hour. Let's put more pictures so that people can see our area on my mind. Hello, I want ya 77 in Nigeria. Nigeria have affected them. No balanced diet. I can put one anyhow because we love our mothers. You do shit politics. You soon no condition. For sisters were anyhow. Any maku any mayi ó kù díẹ̀ wọ́n sọ fún yín pé búlẹ̀tì ni doubt wà bí doubt pé interface. Don't ever doubt this generation. I'm not talking about the Indomie generation. I'm talking about with the 40. And our brothers one nílé ṣe POS and work harder. What big government kan dá tabadélẹ̀ Yorùbá ó ní kẹ́ máa ride kẹ̀kẹ́ márúwá. We will deal with that government straight away. I'm talking about in your province. About big any part of Yoruba land when we have our country. We will eradicate any keke marua. Check keke marua. Have you ever seen keke marua in London? India lot go keke marua. Wọ́n lù ṣe lórí burúkú. Keke marua yẹn náà lọ wá ń gbé fún yín. Wá gbé fún yín ní 1 point something million, 600,000. Wá gba owó lọ́wọ́ yín. Wá ṣe this, wá ṣe that. Wọ́n shake up gbogbo wa. Àní kí gbogbo wa jọ struggle ká jọ kúrò nínú ẹ̀. Ẹni Koiki yẹn ò láyà. Ìwọ ló láyà. No, gbogbo ala ní àyà. Stop telling me where láyà. And Igboho is ready. General actor, Igboho Òòṣà. Can't love you less. Báàmì o, Ràbà dúró tiẹ̀. Mo sọ fún ẹ pé èmi Ọláyọmí Koiki ibi tó bá ń lọ ni mo tẹ̀lé lọ. One bag ni, look, máa ń gbé kiri ni. Tó bá ti sọ pé ti yá, I'm moving with only one bag. I've told my wife and my children at any point I can exit this country and return back to fight to defend the Yoruba land. We need that for a politician. We're not going to threaten you, but you know what we can do. If you're in Scotland, and the one Scotland kò lè ní yàtọ̀. Mo ní ẹni tó fẹ́ kú fẹ́ pàdé ẹni tó fẹ́ pa ó lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. Ilé iṣẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ social media. Wọ́n máa lé Yorùbá lóko ẹ̀. Èyí tí ẹ kí gbogbo kájọ gbá sí fúnra wọn. Ẹ fi save Mohbad ẹ fi àníyàn kó níta kọ́kọ́ nídìí pé ká kọ́kọ́ gba country yẹn padà lọ́wọ́ àwọn mùjẹmùjẹ. Ká strangulate gbogbo wọn. Sójà máa sáré. Ìbọn lẹ máa yìn náà. Ẹgbọ́n tí bàbá Akintoye sọ lórí Star Radio. And you ṣe lè pa gbogbo wa ẹ lè pa gbogbo wa kò possible. Ẹ pa díẹ̀ lóòótọ́. Èmi ti sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé 1 million people lẹ̀mí ẹ̀ máa bá lọ ká tó débi tá à ń lọ. But we will be free. Ẹ ṣe èrè. Let me push more pictures quickly before the 3 hours because 3 hours on the dot I will end this broadcast. Dizzy man kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ láíláí. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ra dinner ticket àtẹ̀yìn tẹ́ fẹ́ wá tẹ́ ẹ̀ ráyè wá. Mo kí gbogbo yín. Torí èmi kọ́ lẹ ṣe ṣe. Torí Ìgbòho kọ́ lẹ ṣe ṣe. Ẹ ṣe torí ìpẹ̀tẹ́ ní sí ìran yín. Àwọn ìka. ọmọ Yorùbá wá sùn nínú darkness. Inú wa wá ń dùn. Ẹ̀yin diaspora. Ẹ̀yin ni mo tẹ̀ máa ń wonder how wicked you are. Ṣọ́tí ṣe thumbs up lórí Twitter ni. I didn't know that. Thank you so much. Àwọn tó gbádùn mi. One love to my people on the Twitter space and the Twitter screen as well. Let's push more picture. If you want your picture, please go on my Facebook page. I'll be uploading on all the other pages and just download it there. Mukia Kazim, Muki sister, you know. I collected a lot of money on that day. You're calling your paper from me, sir. She going to go into from low. Who there for me myself? I've not been able to send it to my wife, and I need to give her money. I should put the money in my account. But I like holding because this country, everybody is paying everything with cash. And I like holding cash. Thank you so much to everyone that gave me something on the day. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bí àbá ti ń ṣe ló ti ń jẹ. Ìwọ náà gbórí ẹ̀ síta kọ́ máa lági mọ́ lójoojúmọ́. Ọmọ iye àwọn èèyàn tó ń pè ọ̀tá wọn lójoojúmọ́. Jésù ni kò jẹ́ ká tí dákẹ́. Ànábì ni àti Ifá. Àwọn èèyàn náà ń ṣàdúrà fún wa ni. Torí pé tẹ bá lọ opportunity ẹ fẹ́ pa wá ni. Torí bá ṣe ń gbóhùn sókè yẹn kò tẹ́ yín lọ́rùn. And I'm not talking about people in Nigeria. I'm talking about people around the world. We are fighting a spiritual fight. You think that they want us to be free. All these globalist, wicked people. So they come Matoroje. Kunle Bakers. When I say Kunle Bakers, I see money. Woman no won't hear me. No. Mumbo Canada, Kunle Bakers. Èmi àti Igboho ń bọ̀ Canada, à ń bọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà. À ń bọ̀. Ó kù díẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ mọ̀ too much. Koiki, I wish I'm in your position. Ẹ̀hún Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ ló gbé mi síbẹ̀. And we will not abuse it. I've told you that this generation, ṣe generation àwọn bàbá tó ti fi wá gbalé gba mọ́tò gba position. Àwọn Afenifere òfòwò ló ń ṣe. Ìyà ń jọmọ Yorùbá. Ojú òtẹ̀ tí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá òfò yẹn. Ó yẹ kẹ́ máa sunkún nísìnyí. Mo kẹ́yìn bàbá tẹ dúró dáadáa. Mo kẹ́yìn bàbá tẹ dúró dáadáa. Èyí bàbá kan talẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ sí. Ó jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé Koiki kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Má bínú sí wa. Àwọn ọmọdé ni wá. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ọmọdé ṣe dé jẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó kò nira lọ́wọ́. Kí àwọn kan má sọ̀rọ̀ sí Yorùbá nation náà. Ẹ má fi orí yín gba ìpè lọ. Torí ara ń kan Gaza. Alájà wà ní Saudi Arabia nísìn. A couple of them have known her since this movement. She wants to leave Saudi Arabia now. They don't want her to go. Wọ́n ló ti jẹ gbèsè. Imagine the same Saudi Arabia that people go and do Hajj and Mecca and all that. She wants to leave. Wọ́n ní náà kò lè jáde ó jẹ gbèsè. Ó ti há sí Mairo sí Saudi Arabia báyìí. Àwa fọ́n káàkiri. Àwa táwa ní UK were privileged and I keep saying it at America. Mo kí Yorùbá wò yìí. Lady K mo kí ẹ. Ẹ̀rọ àwọn màmá dáadáa. Mo kí Bashegun. Bashegun was the one that contested for the Yoruba UK party that they wanted to turn into a Tinubu political party in UK. From bastard. Yeah, my only right. He has the right to contest as a member of parliament because it's a civilized society. Mo kí bàbá mi Ajala. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn twins, Manchester. We've been driven all over the place with some nice, beautiful cars. We love you in Manchester. Èyí tẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa, ó kù sí lọ́wọ́. Problem tí yín nìyẹn. On Sunday, people are saying, Koiki Aṣọ́mọ́jó, èmi àti Ìgbòho 5 and 6 ni. Ẹ níyàwó alágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ máa gbìyànjú ni. Come pastor. Mo kíyàwó Ìgbòho. My sister Rọ́pò. She said to me, only motive Rugon. She hasn't seen me for a very long time. So when we saw each other, she was like, Mr. Koiki, still Rugon. Nígbà máa ṣe sí. Amutonic ní gbogbo ẹ̀. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ ni. Calls tí bá ṣe tán báyìí nísìn. Tí ìbá pa fóònù yẹn call máa rìn títí lẹ̀ máa fi mọ́ ni. ẹlòmíì ò tẹ̀ mọ̀ bí ẹ̀yàn bá yàwó ẹ̀sùn. Even gan mo mísì kọ́ọ̀lù bíi mélòó kan lọ́sàn-án mo ti sùn lọ. I will still catch a sleep and I'm drinking a lot of water. I don't want to stress my voice too much. But mo kí gbogbo wa. So mo kí Báṣegùn. We love you. Mo kí Napáṣẹ́. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá. Àwọn ìyá dáadáa. Àwọn ilé warrior àwọn ilé yìí. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo aláma wà lójú ogun. Àwọn kan máa jagun yẹn pẹ̀lú àdúrà. Èyí tẹ́ ń jàjà ẹ̀sán, keep telling you, slow down. It's a distraction. Ọlọ́pàá wá pọ̀. You know, I like this country, you know. Ẹ̀rẹ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn ni, but they gave us the space. You know, I intimidate most of our ọlọ́pàá. Don't intimidate my people. Thank you so much, London Metropolitan Police. Mo kí àrólé Odùduwà. Brother mi dáadáa. Ẹ̀yà pépà fún mi lálẹ́ ìrẹ́ fún wa ló. Mo gbọ́ TikTok. Mo gbọ́ kankan tó ń wọlé o. Kúnlé Bakers, one love, thank you so much. So, we are just about how many minutes to the end of this program? Ẹ má bínú pé mo ka comment attend for. We are now 2 hours 32 minutes. Àṣàkẹ́ TV, lágbára Ọlọ́run, wàá rí Ìgbòho bá sọ̀rọ̀ on video call. I'll call you on video call. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ mi kí n bá yín kí Ìgbòho, I'm delivering your message. Ìgbòho is watching me right now. Ara ń ta gbogbo wọn. Koiki and Ìgbòho in London. Koiki and Ìgbòho in London. Ṣé criminal ni wá ni? We are not criminals. Even Mandela that was called criminal, what if he arrested síwájú parliament? You know, we are not criminals. We just look. Ìgbòho is a rich man. Oh, okay, I'm a rich man. Even he's a rich man, but no, okay. And thanks so much to the family that came out from. So let's push more of the pictures before we. Mama Dada. Hey, look at that my auntie behind this grandmother came from Newcastle. I love her. She loved Igboho too, but not love for her because these are people that can die for Igboho any day, anytime. The love is too much. The sacrifice Igboho is making, you know, it's just too much for us not to love him. Kaide Mola, thank you so much for the entertainment at Wales yesterday. Every month shall in Wales. Koiki fún wa ní inside there na ibi mo fún ní video, very picture ma very video ma go no moto. And then láti mo ní. I need to give him his privacy. But bàbá mi ni is my big brother. Ẹni tí mo lọ fa gbogbo wa kó wá jó 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Kí ló ṣe lè tó happen there. So we're going to be ending the broadcast anyway. It doesn't have to be 3 hours. Let me pull this out. So let me just say thank you so much to Akintoye first. How that man does it, I don't know. Muki Bedu. Bedu just went back to his house. Bedu also left his house for days. You know, we spoke and he was sleeping all day. 10 toes. Do you know that on that Saturday, Fatayo Guribido was crying. The feeling that we have that where we are is not where we are meant to be. Fatayo Guribido was crying on Saturday. So I put mine inside me. He couldn't hold it anymore. He was crying. Crying, he didn't know. He was crying on Saturday. Moki Prophet Oluwole that flew from US as well. His own trip was like a marathon. He came with us to Manchester. Moki Buba Intara Manchester. Ima Biniso Apapedi Hall. Moki Buba Momo Bado to Beni Manchester. One ekpo goni biba. I told him, Koiki, oh yeah, selfie. I don't know that I'm a celebrity. I love you all the same way you love me. And it's strengthening. I can lose focus. We are not fighting Tinubu. I always say that. Tinubu is not our problem. Our problem is that we need to exit Nigeria. Because Tinubu is only there for a temporary measure. Controlled by Sultan of Sokoto lórí burúkú. Àti Babangida tó ní bí. Mo sọ fún yín pé Babangida bó ṣe wà yẹn, ó máa yàgbé gbogbo ọmọ máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ lórí wheelchair yẹn. kò ní gbádùn láìláì tó máa fi àwọn ìka. Do you know that Gowon is in London? 90 plus. He can't go to Nigeria and live in Nigeria. He's taking medical treatment here. Olóṣìwọ tó gbádùn. Gowon ó wà ní London bí ṣe ń bẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Nígbà ló ti gba treatment. Ṣé kò tẹ̀ yẹ kójú máa tì ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wá nílé? Okay, yín orí yóò tẹ̀ pé ná. Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wà lábúrò rẹ̀ súnmọ́ bíbà ìfà tó máa lọ. Kí lẹ náà yín sọ? Koiki, shut up. Okay. We have done something that history will never forget us. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀ sọ fún àwọn agọ́mọ̀. Journalist ni mo sọ fún yín. Mo kí ẹ just raise it lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Àṣàkẹ́ mo kí ẹ. So mo sọ fún yín pé kò ní sú wa. So don't let us lose focus. Then ẹ̀yin mọ́mì wa tẹ máa ń rí oríṣiríṣi. Look, anybody can put any headline. Mo lè kọ headline ní sí pé Igboho is this and it will travel fast. Igboho ló pawó lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí. Ẹ lọ wo gbogbo page àwọn èèyàn. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ fi Igboho sí nísìnyí. Igboho in London with Koiki. Petition, letter, Igboho. Àwọn ọmọ Igbo wa ní Igboho. Àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé dáadáa. Mo kẹ́yìn tàwa lórí Instagram. So thank you so much and let us call it a night. Orayolama Swan. This time, very soon, we will all be free. Ẹ̀yin Yoruba politicians, ẹ ní ṣùkúgbá lórí, ẹ ní wèrè. Ṣé rí gbogbo intimidation tẹ́ ń ṣe yẹn kò tí dojú kókó. Tó bá dojú kókó Bangladesh is the last example. 1 hour was given to the Bangladesh Prime Minister to be evacuated. After 1 hour, well, they guarantee anything more. I can just say, this man, thank you so much for the tireless effort that you're doing. I can't mention all the names from Switzerland. We had Mr. Baba Femo, flew from Switzerland, from Dublin, from wherever you have come from. Waki Bugamo Yoruba that couldn't make it. We are for one reason or the other. Adura Wagbao, Adishela Son. Emini Olayomi Koiki. Koiki Media. With Koiki Media, we bring in the world closer to your doorstep. They never sabi. One bullet, and we're still having many bullets that we're going to bring. But for now, like I said, my first bank account is no longer working. But all other accounts are still operating. I have an OP account. I'll be updating that, with my details. So if I push this out, the first bank, I can't have access to it. I can't have access to it. But for now, as I leave us by the gods of Yoruba land, we will survive as people. Nobody will take what belongs to us. And I told Simon Ekpa, if tó bá dọjọ́ wájú, tẹ́ bá ní ẹ fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ wa, a máa invade yín níbẹ̀ yẹn gan sẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. So, ẹ má worry. Simon Ekpa is fighting for their own people. I am fighting for my own people as well. Mo kí ẹ kẹ́kẹ́ of course. Ẹni tí bá kí ẹ má fi ṣèbínú. I might not be able to mention your name, but I know you are silent listeners. And I know some of you, we're taking your advice, taking your feedback, but don't expect us to reveal everything because Joe Biden and Prime Minister UK doesn't tell me everything. Sometimes things has to be confidential. So, walata ara isoro lagbara Olorun pẹ̀lú Babalola. So it's been a very busy day for him today. He was very, very busy. And like I always say, he has his own privacy. And I must respect my sister. I'm ending the program. We love you. We appreciate you. Don't let anyone intimidate you. Tobani shukunu lori, right? I will give them shukunu. And be rest assured that no Igbo will disrespect Yoruba people. I will not sit here as a Yoruba man and allow that to happen. Or to beg. And that is why I love Simon Ekpa. He gives us the respect. We respect them. But there's some still Biafra that are paid that Igbo is out. And don't ever, ever. Kanu is a one man that works hard. Igbo is a different man entirely. They are two different people. But our ideology is different. Igbo wants freedom. Kanu wants freedom. And it's you people that sold Kanu out. It's not that sold in a mechanical. Come bastard, and you sold him out for peanuts. We will not sell Igbo out. We will protect him. We will shield him with everything. You think it's a joke where people come all the way from abroad. We will protect him with prayer, with money, with everything that he wants. So that the Ikoko that wants to grab him, and it doesn't need to be in Nigeria, okay? Igbo can operate from anywhere in the world for now. It doesn't need to be in Nigeria. So one love once again. My OP account, in the farm boys, 601-429-0167. I don't have TikTok, and the YouTube that will give us money, that would have given me more money, Koikimedia. Like Mohammed already told them to take it out. Thank you so much, the rest of you, Mr. Adil. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's your network. Shout out to Antikira Sligon. Shout out to Gabriel. Adekomia. I haven't heard from Adeika grandson for a while. I hope he's doing very well. We don't have any issue with any other Yoruba people. But one thing is, Yoruba will be free, either by fire, by force. That for me, I don't care anything that will happen. Good night from here. My name is Koiki. Shout out to my children. I've missed them so much. I've been away for a week now. But they understand that their father is fighting so that they will be free and nobody would have to beg them for money in the near future. Maybe some of you don't understand that. Your cousins, to sumo family will not be calling your children and say, send me 20 pounds. Those children will not send any 20 pounds. Let's get free now. And here, Yoruba people must be free. Koikimedia bringing the workers out to your doorstep. You can send me a just pray for me to say, this young man, you will live long with all your enemies under 6 foot below the ground.